Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And today, we are finally here at the end of the Champion's Ballad and of the game until I'm able to set up streaming equipment properly so I can do the Trial of the Sword, because there's no way I'm not streaming that, because it'll just be attempt over attempt over attempt over attempt, and people can give me hints while I'm streaming it, and it'd be more entertaining as a thing like that, as like a challenge version to it. But for the intents and purposes of the LP, this is the end. To the brave soul who wishes to master a divine beast, you've done well for the trials for the beginning. You have overcome many challenges thus far. Now allow me to bestow upon you one final trial. Return the Sheikah Slate to the terminal you first obtained it from. Hey, look, there's the one-hit obliterator, just still sitting there. Can we pick it up again and do stuff with it or not? Do so, and the final passageway will reveal itself. Oh, shit. It's the actual end of the game. I mean, I did the end of the game that got me credits, but this is the end of the game. It has fulfilled its duty. It slumbers peacefully. Aww. Damn, I want to pick it up again, doing stuff with it. Hey, Korok, just chilling out in Link's bed. Alright. Let's do this. 130 hours or something. All leading to this. Place the Sheikah Slate in the pedestal. Whoa. I must admit, I'm excited for what is ahead of us. So far, like, as I've made my thoughts pretty clear, so far, I've enjoyed what I've been playing so far, but I've been somewhat let down. So I'm hoping they've saved the best part of the DLC for last. Yep, yep, we're being locked away. Sorry, Korok, you're coming with us, I guess. Descending. Please beware of tremors. We're going down. Okay. The whole thing's just going down. Okay, this entire chamber sinks into the earth. I was expecting a portal to teleport us or something. I wasn't expecting to just go into the depths of the earth. Although this is where the Guardians came from. They dug them out of the ground from like 10,000 or thousands of years ago. Was it 10,000 or just 1,000? Also, I don't know. It was either 10,000 or tens of thousands. I can't remember. That the Sheikahs were actually the dominant race and built the Guardians and everything. Something along those lines. Is it safe to unplug the key while we're still descending? Is it safe for the door to open while we're still descending? Okay. That's a fucking thing that we're coming up to. Oh, the Korok didn't come with us. Korok jumped out ahead. Is that lava I'm seeing, like, immediately? Okay, so what the hell have we descended into? Welcome, hero. You have overcome many trials to reach me. Now it is time to face the final trial. That looks complex. There's guardians there. This trial is a complex labyrinth. To start, you'll need a map. So are we just doing another divine beast? Is that what this is? I'm excited if that's what it is. You may obtain map information from the Guardian Stone. The Guidance Stone, sorry. I can't read properly. Alright. Shrine itself must have been designed to play a part of a trial. Once you reach the underground, enormous space was revealed. Conquer the labyrinth. So yeah, I'm guessing this is just its own... And we're just in... Oh, so we're still just marked as in the Shrine Reserve. So I'm guessing this is just a full-on Divine Beast. Another one of those. I'm okay with this being the ending. I mean, they weren't, like, the best parts of the game, but I mean, it's probably... Because you're not redoing the exploration aspects of it, I guess this is the best way, this is the best end this could have, so... I'm okay with this. Hi there. Bye. I feel like I probably shouldn't be using the Master Sword on these basic things. Frostblade, that's enough. Grab those. Not that I need anything anymore. We're at the end of the game. Not like anything else is going to be upgraded. Unless I try and do more of the game afterwards. But I may not. I haven't decided what I'm going to do post-game for this. Like, maybe I want to try and actually go around and 100% it. Except for Korok seeds and locations. Which, I mean, outside of that, I've done most of it, honestly. Distilling map of Divine Beast. Maybe actually the last time we see this? Maybe actually the last... I mean, I feel like this is the 4th time I've said that, but... What is the shape of this? Actually just a labyrinth. Okay. Divine Beast controls have been enabled. It is actually just a labyrinth. It is not in the shape of anything. So they can just shape it however the fuck they want. So we only have 2 controls. Tilting it, it seems. Okay. So you got the little doorways on the end here that have like little different pictures. And all the circle things around it. Does that mean anything? I guess we're just showing that on the map. Okay. So yeah, I'm seeing only 4 instead of 5 of those terminal things. 1 in each of the cylinder things that are here. Okay. It not being a shape makes it a little bit harder to work out what the actual plan is to do first. I mean, there's that, which looks like a giant door. I'm gonna guess each one of the 4 we do opens up a lock on this door. And that's where we're actually going. Through there. Eventually. Eventually we go through there. Okay. That's... No, not to a thing. Do we have to turn anything before I can go anywhere? It looks like that may be the case. I mean, there's that there, actually. This one we can do first. We'll do the ones where we don't have to rotate anything first, just so I can keep track of my bearings. This machinery looks complicated as hell. So, that one up there, that is just one of the more powerful ones, it seems. Like, one of the ones that are actually in one of the tests of strength. Instead of just being whatever. Does this entire place spin? Is that what it... Rotation direction? Maybe the entire thing just fucking rotates. Maybe it doesn't just move in one place. It just... The whole thing just fucking rotates. That seems like this may actually be what this is. Okay, so we're in here. Which way do I want to even rotate this? Okay, so that's okay. So that's turning. Can you turn this off once it's on? I don't think so. Because that comes out into holes there with... Okay. Let's investigate this thing first. Is there anything I can... Well, I mean, I can jump onto this and work my way around. Let's do it. It's just... The shape of this thing is immediately making me just go, like, lose my mind and just go, okay, I don't know what the actual plan is for the start of this. Oh, so you can jump onto there from there. Okay, and go further around. That's turning with it. Well, I mean, while I'm in here... While I'm here... Okay, so that's got that there. This is clearly turning the wrong way for me to do this, so... Boop, donk! And that can turn that way. That's a ball to drop down there. That's the guidance stone thing. I appreciate these. These little things here. Okay, so we're gonna walk up here and something's gonna happen. Just walk up this rotating thing. Sorry. It's something that is rotating or spinning and it's lava. I gotta do it. I also love those levels. I don't care what anyone says, fuck you, those levels are great. I can just put on my fireproof stuff, but I'll wait for you to go off. Oh, that's blocking it. Okay. I was wondering why that was happening. That's blocking it. Okay. So that's the ball to drop on that goes down there. That door is doing its thing. Oh, okay. So we drop it into there. We have to spin this the right way to get it to go out onto somewhere. I'm curious where it's actually meant to be going. Like, I can't just drop into lava because we can't grab it once it's just in the lava then, can we? And ready for it, and go! Okay, okay, I'm gonna get this. No, I'm not. Okay, maybe wait a bit longer for the ball to actually come back. Okay. I'm noticing, so the rotation has different colors to it, so. There we go, okay. Okay, now we've got to rotate it back the other way. Okay. I'm kind of getting this. I don't know what to do with it once it comes out. That doesn't help us once it comes out. I can't catch it down there, unless I can. Unless it comes forward far enough for me to catch it here. Whee! And back the other way. Okay, okay, this is happening. Maybe that comes forward far enough for me to catch it here. I can't tell, honestly. Is that hovering over there? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, come rolling down. Oh, almost. Hey! And now we just gotta make sure we actually catch it once it's down here. Without it rolling away or anything. Alright. Come to Papa. Come to Pappy. Hey! Alright, well, that looks like one. I know what that fire there is meant to be doing. I think it's meant to stop us from walking up here to avoid that thing over there. Whee! Just fly over here, just cheat. And plopsy daisies. Yeah. Okay, there's a treasure chest up there. I just noticed there's a treasure chest up there. I know how to get it, but we'll just have to make sure we get it. Okay. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Yep, one lockdown. Deactivating one lock of the door. So I guess each one of these is meant to represent one of the divine beasts that we've done. There are 3 terminals remaining. The idea of 4 seems to be very common in this. Come back this way. Oop. I mean, out of all the divine beasts we've done so far, this is definitely the most reminiscent of the desert one. Just with the rotating everywhere, but I appreciate that it's its own mechanic. Like, it actually functions differently. The constant rotating is actually different to the other divine beasts. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, what will this be? Cobble Crusher! Oh, that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a weapon in each of these that represent the areas. This is the Goron area. Fair. Oh, if you could ride that thing around and get up to the top there. Oh. I mean, I don't think you could, but hey, being a Cobble Crusher, I will take it with me. In remembrance of our journeys, we will take a bunch of weapons with us. I don't know if I ever took a photo of the Demon Carver, so I don't want to get rid of that. That's about to break, so fuck it. I know it's 84 damage, but it's about to break. Bye. Bye. That's fine. I have so many goddamn weapons, it's honestly fine. Oh, hello. You were not here before. Yeah, you fuckers were not here before at all. Nailed it. Made it. So, do some of them just pop out as I'm going through this? Seems to be the case. Is there anything on the end of that? Yes, there is. Let's go over here to check out what's over here. Yes, that does hurt, as it turns out. You can totally stop all this. Okay. Perfect. Gerudo shields. Okay. Okay, drop our shield before the thing goes around. Man, I really just do have really good equipment everywhere, and the equipment they're giving me here is not as good as what I actually just already have, despite this meant to be very clearly ends game shit. Can I get up here? No, I can't walk through that. But hey, you can see the top of the Shrine of Resurrection, which, interesting to note here, even the top of it kind of looks like a coffin. Like the top of that with the 4 points on there and the lid on there actually does kind of already look like a coffin. That's neat. I like that. Can I stop those as well? So I can stop all of this. But the ability to just time stop all of this is very much in effect. So how do I want to step onto that? Because there's a pathway that leads off the edge of this, I just saw. But where is it? There it is. Oh, it's that thing that I was looking at before. Yeah, with the metal points on it. I don't know if that will help, like, if being over there helps in a second. Maybe. Well, never mind then. I guess I won't find out. Come here. Come here, you cowards. Come here, you cowards. Why don't you attack all of yous? Man. Oh God, you're not, like, they're not even doing damage, really. Nothing here is doing damage. I feel like this is not meant the way you meant to fight these, but fuck it. Run at them and attack them. There we go. And I fucked up everything with that. Damn it. Anything else? Oh, your spring, I guess. Your sprang. Grab your sprang. Grab your sprang thing. That didn't lead to anywhere, did it? I mean, there's that. Is that magnesisable as well? Is. Oh, maybe that's what it's meant to be. That has to go into there to be close enough. I can get fuses. So that comes into here and gets powered by this? Curious what that would do. Does it charge up? Doesn't seem to. Okay. I'm just trying to see what in this room is anything. And clearly this room has to rotate at some point, but it's... How to rotate it is the question. What is this? What is this button? There's nothing I can attack. Yeah, because there's electricity up there. That's electricity pathways. Okay, so this room spins in multiple separate directions, and I have to find out how to do that. I will come back to you later, because you look confusing. I will go back up the top over here, and I'll see if I can get to the other things first. Hey! I'll leave the Gerudo section, as always, to last. Although I've kind of done this place out of order compared to how I did the rest of the game. But, well, that part doesn't really matter. I didn't realize that that was meant to be the Gerudo area until I grabbed the Copper Crusher, so I mean, So yeah, you're a serious boy, aren't you? Yeah, you're an actual serious boy. Serious boys get serious treatment by my demon carver, or should I just say fuck it and use something more overpowered? Fuck it. What I'm gonna say is something. Fuck it, more overpowered. Hello. Yeah. There we go. That's how you do it. I still remember how to break this game in half. Don't worry, don't worry. I know it's been a bit since I've played it again, but don't worry, I know what I'm doing. So this ladder leads down to there. Which leads onto that stairwell over there. I heard something slide around over there. Okay. Up here's to this gear. With its wheel. And that's a thing. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay. I noticed what the end of that looks like. This is like a battery type of thing, and it's meant to go over onto that thing over there. Alright, you go down and wait over there. Just wait there for me. That's what exactly that looks like. The end plug there looks like the battery thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it. I can wiggle that as I'm magnesising it. Like... Oh, okay, I can push it. And I can pull it. Wait. Pull it out. Does that change anything up here? Don't think that changes any part of this. Didn't seem to. No. Okay. That can go up to that and do something, but I don't know what. Okay. Oh, maybe I was meant to... Maybe that one down there is meant to be up here. maybe I should grab it again. Oi! And not reach up down here. Have I fucked myself for putting this down really well? Possibly. Actually, no, I can lift it up. It's fine. You can wait up there, and I'll come back for you. I'll be able to reach from there, definitely. There we go. Wait there. Okay, and now we work our way around again. There's got to be a quicker way up than what I'm doing. There's got to be a quicker way to get up here than ride this every time. I just haven't worked it out yet. And there's those sections there have ladders and stairs on them and everything, but I can't see a way to get from those, like to get onto those in the first place. So we'll have to work that out at some point. This is definitely the most divine base so far where I've started looking at it and I don't know where to go from here yet. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's the final fucking thing in the game. So, like, I'd hope it's puzzle worthy. Like, and everything. Okay. Okay, you go back in a bit. Plug yourself back in. I imagine this fits inside of the other one. So it'll turn everything in. Just a matter of how the fuck to get it in there. Get in there. Okay, good. It locks in place. Thank you. There we go. Now that's turning. And hey, the doorway down here is actually moving. Okay, there's a lot of wind in there, so that's clearly the what are they called? Fuck, I forget their names. Rito, sorry. Rito. That's clearly the Rito section. Okay, inwards we go. With a big strong winds. Is that going in? That's going in. Okay. And that's spinning to that. Does the spin of that relate to this? Like if I go... And now it's blowing. Okay, so that's how this works. Don't mind me. I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about? Ain't good enough. There we go. And now you're dealt with before I even get there. Okay, I'm getting very boss of treasure tracker vibes here. Very big boss of treasure tracker vibes here. Okay, so that's moving that. I can go fly, whee, right on the ladder. Nice grappling, damn. And nothing on that little ledgy bit there. Okay. Sucking that in, but landing on that, and then stopping it and flying over. Wait, where's the actual guidance thing at the end here? It's up in the corner. Somewhere over there? Yeah, okay. Okay, somewhere over there. I can't quite work out exactly where, but somewhere over there. Wait! Shit, okay. Oh yeah, I can see it, I can see it. There it is. It's actually right there. Yeah, it's hiding up here. Hello! Boom! Alright, 2 down. 2 down, we're getting there. This Divine Base doesn't seem as, each section as involved with each other as some of the other ones, but I appreciate what we've got here. I mean, it still all interconnects in one way or another. Again, as I've mentioned, the difference between a shrine and a dungeon is a shrine is a series of smaller puzzles that don't connect to each other in any capacity, where once you add on a dungeon, then all the solutions to other puzzles can affect the solution to other puzzles, and it affects it from there, continuing forward. This has at least a little bit of that, so it's fine. I mean, like, getting into here requires doing stuff in the middle, and doing all different stuff in the middle requires getting to those 4 outer parts. Those individual 4 outer parts don't have much bearing on the other solutions to the other bits, but they're still there, so... Like, you still got to work out all the middle bits to get to the other areas and everything, so it still serves similar purpose. I'm just gonna run out of here for my life. And we got the bow here, so yeah, we're gonna get weapons from all this related to each other. I like how freezing one thing freezes everything. Like, the gear work in all of this place works together that much. Which kind of shows how drastically powerful the actual Shaker Slate is, where time stop can just stop all of that, and everything else is kind of trying to grind against it, and then it can't move. But this is all being Shaker technology, maybe designed to do that as well. Wow, okay. Wow. Not what I was expecting. I'm glad I still have some of these. So what type of Guardian monstrosity is going to be the final fucking boss? Seeing the Guardian presence step up in every single one of these is making me scared of that, honestly. The final boss just being a giant clusterfuck. I mean, the giant clusterfuck of Guardian is Ganon himself as well, but what if it's designed by the Shaker, it won't look so inorganically gross. Okay, so that solution does not work for that. Because there's these gears here. I can jump onto those gears. There we go. I want that treasure chest, and I can't see a better way of getting it than this. Oh, okay. This is to an even more secret treasure chest than the one I was actually aiming for. I'm okay with this. Okay, this is super secret. What is it? Diamonds. Hell yeah. We're pretty much at the top now. It makes me wonder if up, like, on there could be things. Well, there's not as many gears going up as high on the other side, so maybe not, but... Down to this one. Yeah. Oh, that's metal. I could have brought it over. Didn't even need to jump down here. But hey, trying to jump over there is what got me the diamonds. The thing that I don't need anymore, but hey, nice to have, I guess. Still don't know what that pushing and pulling thing there is doing. I'm wondering if that's associated with once this opens. Can you push that further and it does something there? Or, oh no, once all the locks are disengaged, it slots into the door to open it, maybe. Yeah, because that matches up with the door. So that's what it will be. It opens the door once all the pieces are activated. Got it. Okay, so this is turning this, but that's not meeting that one. Which, oh, that's a weight presence, I guess. It being chains makes me think you can weigh that down or lift it up to do something. I don't know what. Oh, wait, that's all... So this is the thing that I was hearing that was doing all the sliding stuff. Okay, so what's happening then? Okay. Okay. That's clever. Bonk. That's clever. I appreciate that this same rotating monstrosity in here is being used in different ways. That one's clever. I like that one. Okay, it's the water one. I can see the water pouring in there as well. Okay. Little doorway here. It makes me feel like that's going to open up at some point, but I don't think so. So that just goes back up to there. Okay, And I have cryonas. Dang. Oh, this is swimming water. Okay. Okay. That is different from what I was expecting. Okay. I can't put it under that to push that. Can't put it there. Okay. What can I interact with it? And I could see all the gears and everything on here, but... okay. Get out of the water. Yeah. That is spinning, which is spinning this, which is... spinning that middle section, but that middle section isn't... It looks like that middle section would clamp that, but... I don't think that's what it's meant to be doing. Okay, what is this? I can kind of walk up this. I don't think I'm intended to, but I can do that. I can do that. Okay. Other things. Anything in here that's visible? No. Anything here that's visible? That is. That's stoppable, which means it's movable. I wonder. Time stop it. Shoot it with arrows to make it fly up. When that middle bit hits that, that makes it spin. Like it means it clamps it. That's literally the only thing that I can think of. That's not even doing anything to move it. No? Okay. What about regular old bombs? What if I just chuck these in here? That is not good for me. I meant throw. Good enough, I guess. I mean, not, but... Throw! Good enough. Will that make it move up? I mean, they're not even close, but... It's worth a shot! Nope, didn't even hit it. I can't attack it, can I? Like, there's no way for me to... I guess I can Cryonis and attack it, but I can't attack it up really much, can I? I can do that. But even then, it's kind of awkward to really move this. Or attack it, anyway. It's not what I meant. I meant weapons. Not good enough. Okay, nothing seems to be moving it at all, so I think that is not actually the plan. Like, I would have hit that falling down, and it's not even making the ding sound or having any type of arrow associated with it, so... Okay. This one has me very stumped. I can't... Because that clearly is meant to attach to that to make that... Grab onto that to spin with the rest of this. What happens if I spin this the other way? I don't see that changing anything, but... nothing about it changes. It's because I really think this looks like a clamp. It moves up. That when that presses down, that means those bits grab. That's what that looks like to me. So it's a matter of moving it up to do that. And the time stop may just be to stop it from moving around, but... I mean, I can't even time stop this bar here. But how would I move that? Cryonis makes sense to me, but I can't put Cryonis down where it would move it. Okay, now it works. Fuck you. I couldn't... I tried Cryonising beneath it, it didn't work, but it's got like slightly off of the side of it, it'll work. Okay, game. Okay, game, you do you. Whatever. I swear I tried that, but okay. So that's doing its water thing. There's a treasure chest down there. Is that magnesis? No, it is not, so there's clearly a way to drain this. Okay, there's a lot there. There's those things. Okay. There's a pipe there. Okay. A lot of shit going on here at once. None of this is magnets. Okay. Okay. Good to be aware of. Good to be aware of. So, what moves this? Is it time stoppable? See, this makes me feel that can be moved by attacking the shit out of it. There, that's possible. That we can do. I don't know how much it's gonna help or if it's gonna come back flying in our face, but... It can't spin that way, but it can spin the other way. That does spin it, but to what end? Am I just turning off the taps? I mean, I'll turn off some motherfucking taps if that's what you want me to do. Just turn this valve until the taps turn off. I guess that side being bigger is meant to be the end of just, hey, do it on that side. It is dumbass. Bam! I didn't hardly anything. But this will... Probably shouldn't be using a big heavy weapon for this, but... Hey! And now the water drains. Hey! Okay, just giant taps. That's the solution. Giant taps. Zora Spear. God, all these weapons in here are so weak. They're so weak. Like, there's so nothing. Fuck it, Frost Spear. Again, I only want to keep them because they're mementos of our journey through here. Despite being weak as shit. Oh, big splash. I'm just waiting for that tap to turn back around somehow and start drowning us. Although now we've got this button will probably turn the tap back on. I'm guessing. No? Okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. This turns it back on. Do you go BAM! Bonk! It's kind of silly and I love it. Okay. And just Cryonis here. That's not Cryonis. That's Cryonis. Cryonis here. Hey! Okay. Bonk. Ta-da! I wasn't expecting giant tap, but we got giant tap. Deactivating lock of door. Bong. Right. All right, time to go to the other one. The one I actually don't know anything about. There's one terminal remaining. Nothing else in this giant basin of a room. Onwards we go. Hey, now this is turning. This wasn't turning before, and now it is. Activating that somehow made this turn as well. Oh, actually, wait, while it's turning, stand up here, see if there's any secrets up here. What is above us here? Is that meant to be just rock? Like we're carved out into a cave? I mean, we're sunken down into the earth, so it makes sense. Like, is that what that's meant to be? Oh, fuck you. Really? There's gonna be an actual straight up guardian down there once we do the next one. Yeah, I think that's just meant to be like we're carved out into a cave and we're just in here. Nothing. I can't do the same trick every single one of these, I guess. Hey there. Oi. Oi. Bonk. Like, it's all guardian enemies. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but and then you just realize, oh yeah, guardian enemies. I can kill those in one hit. Bunch of gears. That's good for upgrades. Thank you. Anything else there? No. Any other enemies? Oh, I forgot to grab up the bits of the tower from before, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so what I plugged into there, I think is actually what I need to plug into this room too. And then there's that thing. So that lines up with that, which makes me think that's relevant. But I don't know how, because those doors don't open. So it makes me think it's relevant, but no idea how. Wrong button. There we go. Turn back this way. So let me just go grab that giant gear switch thing. And get it, switch. It's a lame joke. And I'll shove it into that thing over there. And we'll see where that goes from there, I guess. It's still in there, right? Pretty sure it is. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get through that doorway, but it's what I gotta do. Maybe. I'm hoping. Sorry, doorway to that thing, but you won't be open for a little bit. Go. Grab you. Come on out. It does not come out. It does not come out. Cool. Cool. Okay. There goes my one idea of a solution that I had. Okay, so something in here has got to rotate this. There's... Oh, okay. They're further in this room. I cannot even reach them. That's a concern. Oi. There we go. Hey! Oh. No. No. I mean, that thing up there is the same thing as down here, but... Oh, I guess so. That's the thing, and then that bit up there is what locks in and clamps in place. That's why it's got those little divots on the end, and that's why that one doesn't, and why it won't come out, because it's already locked it in. Okay. At least now I understand. So that is meant to go to this, which goes to that, I guess. Wait. No. What? There's a way to turn this room, and I have not worked it out yet, and there's a nightmare. Time stop in here. How does this connect out? Is there anything here that connects that to that? This gear here. Oh, unless that does magnet and moves into that, and I'm actually just meant to shove it in as it's moving past like I do with the others. Shove it. There. Yeah, it does just shove in with the others. Hey. Bunk. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it does just shove in. I was thinking for electricity. No, it just locks in place. This one feels like it's moving faster than the others. And now the room is turning. Yay! Oh, there's a treasure chest. Oh, grab the treasure chest. Grab the treasure. I'm on the wrong side for the treasure. I think it's spinning the wrong way for the treasure, honestly. It's spinning the wrong way for the treasure. Spin the other way. Grab treasure. Thank you. This room is spinning fast. Very fast. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Gonna get it. Yeah, we go. Nailed it. Gerudo Scimitar. Also can't hold. Will this room have a shield as well? Actually, no, I picked up the Gerudo shield from outside, so no, it won't actually. What should I get rid of for the sword? Probably should get rid of a sword. Bolts of break it. No. Actually, ancient battle axe. Again, I know I'm dropping low level shit for dropping high level shit for low level shit, but it's for this. It's important. Okay. I could totally stand on a part of this and grab that as I move around. Or there's an actual stairwell there that I'm meant to be on actually instead. Instead of my dumb idea and grab this as I'm moving, I can just actually step onto this. Never mind. Hey, what up? Now we can reach it. Now we can grab our battery. Chuck you down there. What did that sound like? I thought it activated something with the sound of it, but no. It's fine. Over this way. Really bad at this. Really bad at getting blocks into holes. Or rods into holes. Sex joke! Plonk. There we go. Yeah, the little clamp goes down. Hey, and that just permanently activates that. Oh, because they just actually line up. Not exactly perfectly because of my timing, I guess. But, hey, they do line up. And now we can get this. Okay. Okay, getting this floor was nowhere near as long or difficult as I thought it was going to be. Honestly, compared to some of the, like, Divine Beast dungeons, this one was kind of on the easy side. Again, considering it has to be done up the others, a little bit surprised by that, but... It was probably because they were all explicitly separate rooms. You can now access the deepest area. I guess there may be another thing down further. Or there might be something else further into this whole place that we're not aware of yet. Or there might be more puzzles as we go into the next area. I somewhat doubt it, but there might be. I won't rule it out right now. I'll say that. I will say there's probably a guardian right here somewhere. Or in the next room. There'll be somewhere. Actually, no, this won't lead to anything. This is just up here, isn't it? Yeah. Come on, make it! Yes, perfect. Where is... Yeah. Nothing else spawned in this room, I guess. I guess it'll be in the next room. I really figured they may have put a guardian down the bottom, but... Next room, I guess. Alright. No, actually, it is magnet that I need. We shove this in here. wait, and we wait, and then we wait, and... boom! I'm guessing it doesn't matter which way it turns. Oh, okay. That's just the end. That looks like a shrine. That's just the end of a shrine. I'm very confused. Also, yeah, here we can get a better look. Yeah, this is just an area that has been carved out of rock down here. They've just shoved this entire thing out of rock down in the depths of the earth for our Divine Beast trial. Okay. Hello, I guess. This looks taller than the others. Okay. You have proven to possess the power of a true hero. Yeah. In the name of the goddess Hylia. Oh. What? One of you fuckers are still alive. Decaying, but alive. Like, part of you is falling off as you stand up. Hello? Are we fighting you? What? Okay. I was expecting a guardian beast thing. Not one of the monks that we've been seeing for the entire game. Okay, we're back outside. What is this music remix? It's awesome, but I like it. It's not even a remix, it's just a new track. Okay, we're just floating above the Great Plateau in a giant arena. Hello there, Sheikah Monk. Let us begin. Okay. This is Monk Maz Koshia. Whoa, okay. Okay, go into here for a second. Feels appropriate to wield this, even though it's not the most powerful thing in the world. Wield that. I got a good bow. Fuck it, ancient arrows and that, and I've got my best defensive stuff on. Let's go. Oh, helps if I grab the weapon out, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Way. Okay. Okay, you've got like full-on abilities and everything. Okay. Way. Okay. That's okay. I don't want to waste too much of my... Oh, you've got a bow and arrow holding there, I can see. Where are you? Okay, so that I can... So that's meant to be parried. Because you've got the shield out there, okay. Okay, that launched you off. Hey! Okay, well, I can't rely on that anymore, so... Running at me? No, okay. I didn't even move for that one. I just tried to parry it. Just looked there. Hello. There it is! Yeah! Haha! Parry attack. Boom. Boom. Fuck. I've got the button. It's A. Hello. Yeah. Good job. Whoa! Okay. Damn it. Move away from that, I'm guessing. Whoa, okay, it blasts out rock, but I can fly in it. Okay, come on, dash at me again. Wait! Try to attack me in midair with that. You missed! Whee! Ow, fuck. Okay, ow. I'm totally ruining this, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Whee! Boom! Boom! There we go. Haha! Ah, fuck. Alright, what you playing? Hello? How did I start crouching? Damn it. I'm trying to parry here. I'm very much trying. What? Bonk. Okay, and... Yeah, ancient arrow! That didn't do damage. Okay, you're clearly changing faces or something because you can't take damage. Yep, okay. Damn it! Just wasted like 3 ancient arrows. It's fine. Alright, now you're flying. Whoa. What are you... Oh, multiple of you. Got it, okay. Okay, big magic. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's actually like fighting multiple of you doing... Fuck all of yous! Except for the real one. There we go. I fucking know how to handle you when you're doing this bullshit. That's a lot of yous at once. Not even... Okay. Alright, what's your plan? Fuck all of you again! And which one's real? There you are! Hello! Master Sword energy is running low. Yeah, you're actually not taking much damage from it, so hey. Okay. Fucking... Okay, just being comboed into the air here. Fortunately, only one of those can even hit me. Bunk, bunk, bunk! Ah! Ah! Okay, what? Oh, this is this again. Okay, where they just all run at me. Oh, come on. Okay, you have freezy arrows too. What? Run away. Like, look at this. How am I meant to actually? Like, what am I meant to do here? Like, I look at this. I'm just like, outside of what I was doing, is there a way I'm meant to fight against this? Outside of just run around and attack them? Ah, come on. Crazy arrow bullshit. Yeah. None of them stay still for long enough for me to... Oh, there we go. You're real. Ugh. Hello. Fuck. Put your shield up. God damn it. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Like if you could get all those parries off in a row, it would look so fucking cool, but that would be difficult as shit. Which one was this? Oh, it's just, okay, when they're all the side, it's just attack them until you find the real one. Like, they just kind of all spam around you and it's just like attack until you get lucky. Unless there's a way to tell. There might be. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Phase 2 down. Okay, this is an interesting boss. It is confusing, but it is interesting. I will give it that. Wow. Okay. Now you're a giant. Okay, buddy. Okay. Hello. Hello. Actually. That shit. There we go. That's a pretty good photo. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, do it again. I don't even know what... Are you gonna do it again? I just have to get it right. Kill you? What is happening now? Oh. Whoa. I'm guessing these might be magnesis. They're totally not. Oh, cool. Thunder. Oh, they're just all thundered? Okay. Oh, okay, so it's not grab it while it's in the air around him, it's grab it and then move it to him as he's about to thunder it like that other boss. Wait, hey, okay, fuck you. Whoa. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll admit this is fun. This is a cool one. Just like tilt the entire fucking arena. Okay. Okay, Maz. Okay, Maz, that's a cool one. A little bit of damage. A little. Knocking you down is clearly what we're meant to do. Instead of shoot you out of the sky, but... Alright, what do you got? Oh, okay. Boom! Boom! Oh, your hat blocks it. Fuck you. Wait for it. Right in your shikarai. And the royal bow broke. Oh, but you're on the ground, so it's alright. Wait. Grab out, yeah, fuck it. Yeah! What if I just overkilled you here? Yeah! Yeah, yeah! Okay, that broke on your leg, but it's fine. Oh, ow! Okay, just stomping on me now. Are you gonna jump back up into the air?
Daruk's protection is now ready.
Wow, I've been fighting this for long enough that I have Daruk's protection back. Jesus. I don't even have a weapon equipped, do I? I know I do. Okay. Go to this. So not demon cover, I want. Hang on. Did you just step close enough to hurt me? Damn. What's happening? Oh, okay. You got more of you fuckers. Just joining the fight. Okay. Okay, come on. Fuck. Whoa! That gotcha. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, go here, go quickly. Master Sword! Fucking goddammit, really? Ah, well. You're gone! Bye, Maz! I almost killed you with the Master Sword, but bye! Oh! I will admit, that's an interesting boss. Very, very different. But that's pretty fun. You know, did I kill you? Or have I just defeated you? Okay, you're doing your. Oh no, you're shrinking down. I was about to say, you're not. Are you doing your disappearing thing like other monks do when I debate them or anything? Or hey, I did it! My overpowered health and armor meant that most of those damage did very little damage, but hey, I did it while stumbling my way through the entire thing. You have erased all doubt from my mind. You are a true hero. How much have I done up to this point? As such, you are destined to take hold of this ancient masterpiece. Oh, we know what this is. Please let me drive it onto this. Okay, the entire platform's teleporting. Okay. Very, 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 like, dramatic transition to this. And that's spinning. It looks like it's charging up power to, like, be a doomsday device. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Our very own divine beast. A motherfucking motorbike. Hell yeah. That's what all of this is for. Everything for the Champions Ballad is this. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. Maybe this is the final. This is the real final one. This is the real final one. No, there's always one more. There's always one more. Always. Yeah. Hey! Another rune. Master Cycle 0. Insert materials into the tank to convert them to fuel. You can freely call upon this item, but summoning it will not work in certain areas, obviously. We got a motherfucking motorbike. Hell yeah. It's so not what I was expecting from Breath of the Wild, but I'm okay with it. That which you have tamed is a masterpiece of innovation, created for the one true hero. Okay, calm down. I get it. It's cool, but wow. Hero of Hyrule, may the goddess smile upon you. I get that it's cool and awesome and everything. It's a fucking motorbike, but calm down. The one true, like, masterpiece of innovation. Like, come on. It's cool, but like, you don't need to praise yourselves that hard. Damn. Horse gates. That never fucking matters anymore. Oh my god, look at it. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, you can see the size difference there, but I swear to god that better be a vehicle in the next Mario Kart. Hey, it's Kaz. I appreciate that we're getting an actual cutscene with Kaz here after doing all this. You've been with us this entire fucking journey. You're basically the second character in this game. We've spoken to you more than any other individual character in the entire game. You were there right at the very end when we beat Ganon before as well. Ah, it's you. I can't put my feather on it, but I get the feeling you're even more accomplished than you were when we last met. I even have the perfect song for someone as esteemed as you. I would love to sing it for you. My teacher's unfinished song. The one I told you about. I finally completed the key verses. This lofty location is the perfect stage to sing this special song. Yeah, it is. It takes place 100 years ago at Hyrule Castle. Yes, the very castle you can still see over yonder. It's about the magnificent inauguration of the chosen champions. Hey! If you would, please listen to this special song. The Champions Ballad. Oh, we got an actual memory for this as well. I mean, we had a memory of the inauguration, but... Oh, for owls, not the actual champions, I guess. I want to hear the song too. If we just get that little bit of the song and then memory and then he stops playing the song, I'm going to be upset. Look! It's Hyrule, properly built and everything.
Warriors. I'd like to thank you for joining me here today. And for your bravery in accepting this fateful task. I officially appoint you Hyrule's champions and bestow upon you this sacred garb.
Yeah! Everyone gets to wear their little thing.
Is a symbol of the royal family. One that has been passed down for countless generations.
I just noticed it has their divine base on.
Those garments you now wear.
Does
were
ours
all
have the horse?
crafted
The motorbike?
by my daughter, Zelda.
Hey.
Zelda. I trust you with the task only a daughter of the royal family can fulfill.
Well, it's gotta be a daughter that makes
Lead
the clothing.
our champions, princess. And together, protect our kingdom from the threat of Calamity Ganon.
Yeah! Hey, fireworks! Or puffs of smoke that look like fireworks. This place is pretty when it's not clearly showing. Hey, look, there's all those things.
I tell you, those formal shindigs really take it out of me.
This is the Sheikah slate, eh?
It is. Apparently, there are more uses for
tiny,
it than we
Nance.
originally thought. Sadly, we've yet to decipher all of its secrets.
The princess showed me something strange recently. Somehow it can create true-to-life images.
Wow. I would love to see it.
Well, there's their one piece of dialogue
princess?
each. Oh no.
May I ask a special favor of you?
All right, this spot should work nicely.
Aww. Oh, we
Your
all
eyes
get a
on
photo
the Sheikah
together.
slate, everyone.
Aww.
Daruk, can you crouch down a bit? You're as big as Death Mountain.
Oh,
What's with the glum face, princess? Give me a big smile.
Whose voice is this? Oh,
Molly,
Mifa.
move your tail closer to the group.
Fine.
Mifa, you look so tense. Deep breaths, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Stay just like that. Here we go. Smile. Click, snap.
Stop. Damn it, Daruk. Hey. Yeah. Happy group photo times. With Urbosa the only one keeping her chill, because of course. Aww. Okay, that's pretty cool for a memory. Do we still not to get to hear the Champions Ballad? No. After this ceremony, they would all be forever known as champions. My teacher always advised me to write songs that transport the listener to the moment in time you're singing of. Yeah, it's definitely happened. Now I finally feel I understand what he meant and the true power of music. By the way, I found this when I was looking through my teacher's notes. I was thinking, you should be the one to keep it. Your courageous heart reminds me of the indomitable spirit of the champions. I know you'll treasure it. Oh, it's our picture. Well, then you know I'm the champion. I mean, you've known the entire time, but... A picture of Zelda and the 5 champions, taken after the inauguration ceremony at Hyrule Castle. Cuss gifted you this precious item after completing the Champions Ballad. Aww. We still gotta kill Ganon. I mean, we did, but... A final thought. May the souls of the champions who watch over Hyrule rest in peace. I mean, we saw them went to heaven after we beat the game, but...
Link.
Hey, Zelda!
I have watched your journey. Every step. You have overcome every challenge with great courage.
I'm pretty good at that.
With the power that you have attained, I am certain you can defeat Calamity Ganon.
I mean, I can defeat him before I did all this. Again, it's weird to get this of just all, you will now go defeat the big bad when I've already done it. But,
True.
Hey, that's the nature of DLC, I guess. Yay! Champions Ballad complete. And the camera just remains this zoomed out. I guess, the moment I move it, it zooms back in. Hey! Champions Ballad. Wow, that jumped up a lot there. Hi, Cass. Ideally hope we meet again someday. As for the souls of the champions watching over Hyrule, may they finally rest in peace. Aww. So with that, that is the Champions Ballad. I hope everyone's no, I'm not gonna end it here. We got a motherfucking motorbike to play with. Cuss, I hope you're ready for some fucking shit. Motorbike! Okay, so... Yes, we've now finished the Champions Ballad. There are still things to do. So we are going to ride the motorbike. We're going to play around with it a little bit here. And then I'm going to cut. I've been told that, yes, there is dialogue in the towns related to the Champions Ballad. And there's extra dialogue with the champions if you redo the boss fights against the Divine Beast with the limited items. I'll do that, and I have been told explicitly where to end this LP. And I know exactly where it is, and it's easy to do and everything. But... we're going to ride the motorbike, and then, yeah, I'll cut to when I finish grinding out all of the extra unique dialogue from all the bosses, and just learning what the actual unique dialogue is at all of the villages. Hell, maybe from that point, we'll just, like, so we can actually get some time with the motorbike, we may, if we can, ride the motorbike from town to town to town to town to town to actually go talk to everyone. And, like, we'll ride it from one spot, talk to people there, and then ride to the next spot, talk to people there, ride from there, talk to people there. And we'll do that, and we'll have some fun with it. But for the time being, we have a bike. We have a 0 jump. Bam! Alright. On your marks. Get set. Go! Wee-haw! Yeah! Bam! Oh. Is there a way to reverse this? No, I know, you can just turn it on a spot, actually. This thing, you are so high off the ground on this motorbike. It is such a huge motorbike for how big Link is. I'm, okay, immediately bad at controlling this, it's fine. Yeah, motorbike. Wow, this thing can drift, so. Can I get, yeah, I can get a weapon out on this. I can drive fast and just shoot the shit out of people. Whee! Divine Beast! Woo! I can see why reset camera's a thing. So if you turn, you can reset the camera and just be like, okay, now I know where I'm going. Whoa, don't drive into the water. Yeah! Oh my god. Way, whoa, 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 way! Through the water we go. Yeah! Okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty fun. Just be able to drive around this motorbike. It can turn amazingly tight. Wait. Whoa! Oh, poor motorbike. Fortunately, we can just get it back that easily.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Bram! Also, like, I didn't get damaged there by driving it into there. Like, it went into the bike and then just, the muck and then just disappeared, and then I just drove out just fine. Okay. I'm gonna find a spot. Probably over that side near the tower. Right through this water. Bram! Okay, so if you hold down the left trigger, you can, like, it'll turn with you, I guess. So if you hold it like that, then it'll turn with you, so you can see a bit easier where you're going. Okay. We're gonna jump off the Great Plateau. Let's do it. Well, actually, let's make this jump first. What's up? Okay, wait. If I'm in midair in this... No, it doesn't work like that. But I can still drive around on this and do this. And you can still control it just fine and just be like, Bram, hey, bitches. Whee! Yeah! Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, wait. Wait, turn. Ow! This is not working out well at all. Bam! Ready? Bam! There we go! That's so unnecessary. Yeah! Whee! Oh my god. My Master Sword's not back, is it yet? Damn. Oh well. Bam! We got jump suit. Okay. Okay, it does like 5 damage to hit enemies with it. No, it's not much, but it's something. It's gonna de-equip everything. Just... There we go. Just so it's just me on the bike. Bram, bram, whee! Like, okay. This is pretty fun. Like, it's kind of upsetting to get this right at the end of the game, but it's pretty fun. It's why I want to have like one last big road trip to end the game with. So, I mean, I'm just having fun with this now. Bram, bram, whee! That's what all the Champions Ballad was for. Oh yeah, also my thoughts on that final Divine Beast. So, like, it was fun, it was interesting. It is not the best Divine Beast. I'd even possibly argue and say it's the worst. It's the best boss out of the Divine Beasts, closely followed by the Thunder one. It's the best one out of those. It actually has, like, interesting phases and interesting mechanics. It's, like, got quick parries to it and then, like, crowd control. It's a bit awkward when you have to fight multiple of them to attack all of them to run around and do it. But, I mean, out of the Divine Beast bosses, it's my favorite boss. And while I still definitely enjoyed going through it and it was unique and had, like, interesting puzzles, probably the weakest Divine Beast out of all of them in terms of the puzzles. And it's partially because of that thing that I said before where the individual parts of it don't connect with each other as much. Oh, fuck. I tried to hit the barrel.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Like, the puzzle for one solution doesn't turn into another. Damn it. Okay, what if I drive past and blow it up with the bow and arrow? What if I grab this, and I have the bombs, and I blow it up as I drive past it? Yeah, like, it was kind of like 4 individual shrines that were kind of connected. Boom! Fuck yeah! It didn't even kill them, but it was fucking amazing. Hell yeah. Okay, that's okay. I had my sick... Oh, 6 jump. You could do some amazing shit with this. Could you take this onto the shield surfing track? Like, just when the shield surfing starts, just spawn this out and just drive down it. Oh, that would be... Oh, my God. Hey, if anyone wants to give me any Challenge version 2 videos of, like, tricks or things to do with the motorbike, feel free to do so I have excuses to do it outside of the LP. Way! Okay. I'm getting carried away. Whoops. So the best part about it is that, fuck you. Like, I can still just do this, and then it's back, and then it's fine. And then I can just jump on and we go, oh, jump, whee! Okay, this, oh man. So yeah, like, my favorite Divine Beast boss, but my least favorite Divine Beast dungeon kind of thing. Like, overall, my thoughts of the Champions Ballad are... It's incredibly lackluster. I mean, it's not focused on exploration, which is by far the best part of this game. So it was never going to be as good as the rest of the game unless it was its own unique new map, which people both did and didn't want, and would have required enough work that it would have been more than $30 for the season pass. like, for what it was, which was a bunch of shrines and everything, it was good. A lot of the shrines were actually really good shrines, some of the best in the game for the shrines. But it was a case of just find shrines and do them again, and find shrines and do them again. For a lot of it, it kind of dragged on. And the bosses were kind of not as interesting. Like, just do the bosses again with less items. Like, it kind of made it actually difficult this time around, but still wasn't super interesting. Also, wheelies, so, is the Champions Ballad DLC worth the $30 I paid for this? No, but that $30 did also include the Trial of the Sword. And apparently Trial of the Sword is one of the better parts of the game. It's Eventide Island, but spread over a long thing. Which, like, Eventide Island has more making use of individual parts of the environment to work around and get around and stuff. But the Trial of the Sword pushes how well you need to do all of that to a very, very high degree and makes uses of all different mechanics, which the game is also pretty good at doing. And with the extra gear and everything, it's just like, overall, is the Season Pass worth $30? For the motorbike, the Trial of the Sword, and some of the extra, like, just cosplay bits that you get, I would say, for me personally, yes, but, oh, right, you can just turn on this. That's fine. It seems like you can't get, like, there's no reverse, because you just don't get stuck. Like, I can understand for people if it isn't worth $30. But part of it for me is also, was the original game worth the $80 that I paid for it? Yes. Was the original game worth the $80 plus the $30 for the Season Pass? Yes. Is a big part of me wanting to buy the Season Pass for this is to support the game itself because it's so well done. Most definitely yes. So, I mean, I was going to buy it no matter what. And hey, this is pretty fun and sick doughies. Alright. So, yeah, like, overall, the Champions Ballad, the content of it was a bit of a letdown because it was just so many shrines over and over again with a cool ending. Like, the one-hit obliterate is one of the better parts of it, but also one of the more bullshit parts of it. Like, it's actually fun and interesting to go around. Hey, well, now that I have it, I'll equip it. Hey. Like, it was actually one of the more fun and interesting parts to do the one-hit challenge, but it's also one of the more bullshit parts, so it's a bit on that. But, I mean, I'm still glad I bought it, definitely. Even if it's just because, hey, it's content for the series and I want an excuse to continue playing it. Even just in that regard alone. So, like, yeah. Like, it could have been better. I would have much, much preferred better. But I never really expected it to beat the main quality of the, the quality of the main game because it was never going to focus on what the main game is best at, which is exploration. And I got 100 hours of exploration from the main game, so I didn't necessarily need more. I would have definitely enjoyed more, but I didn't necessarily need it. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump off of here, just so I can do one big sick jump. I'm going to find out what I need to do to get all of their... Like, I'm going to grind out the bosses to get that dialogue, and so I can cut it into the final video that I do. Look up online what characters in each town have unique dialogue, and then we're going to go on a road trip. We're going to go on a road trip, drive to all of the places, and then end the game where the game has to end, because I've already been told where the game has to end. And we'll have a fun little road trip, so... I don't know if that should be another episode, or if that should be the continuation of this one. Part of me feels like it should be a continuation of this one. It's just one really long fucking video to end it with. 2-hour video, I can do that, it's fine. So... No, fuck it, it'll be part of one. It'll be lame to split up into two, considering we beat the Champions Ballad this episode. So, anyway... Whee! Yeah! Alright, and time for the smooth cut from here into us driving into the next town that we're going to go to continue our journey down memory lane for the rest of this experience that we have. Bye. I will see you when we're going to those places. And it is road trip time. It is time for the final lap around the entirety of the world for one last journey, testing out our motorcycle, seeing how it goes. Let us go to the map. We have many destinations to mark off. I have gotten all the dialogue from refighting each of the champions at their Divine Beast 5 times. I know who I have to talk to at every point to get the unique dialogue. It turns out you just speak to the chief of every village, and then they'll tell you about a diary that you can get for each of the heroes. And then there is one last thing that we've got to do. We're going to start by heading. We're going to do them in the same order that we beat like the whole game in. We're gonna do that where we go around and go through them in that same order. Probably mark this one here. Just because I'm going to be driving the bike, I want to actually be able to drive the bike into Goron City, and going over lava ain't gonna work for that. And then we can go down to here, and then that will be our path that we can drive up to there. And then we're going to cross across most of the world, because we're going to get over to Gerudo Town, which actually will probably mark right around here. It makes sense to go to Gerudo Town now, considering this is what we're going to drive across to get there. But I want to do them in the same order that we did the game. We did it in this order for the game. We did it this order for the champions. So we're going to stick with that. So, just going to do a big detour away from that. And let us drive all the way across Hyrule. Whee! So I've spent a while refighting all those bosses. It is a tedious process, which is why it took a little bit. Also just busy doing other things. But we're here now. We're here. We're driving. We got our bike. We got six jumps. I feel I probably shouldn't stick to the roads. I feel like I should take this more off-roading. Or maybe I should just go stick to the roads while I'm going, like, to the end location, like from that main road. But to there, we're gonna test this thing out, just like jumping over shit. Hi, folks. It's a very satisfying way to get around on this thing. Like, look at this. Horses can't do this shit. Fuck yeah. But that's fun. Like that is dope. Okay. What kind of tricks can we do? Can we go way? Oh. I mean, we can go up here and just go wee. Oh. Okay. Ow. Totally demolished the Master Cycle. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Just come back to us. Thank you. Has not been added to, actually, has this been added to Mario Kart 8? It may have been, actually. I know Mario Kart 8's gotten a couple of updates for Labo and stuff. Did it get the Master Cycle Zero as well? I don't even know. I remember thinking that this definitely should, because the reason this is called Master Cycle Zero is because Master Cycle's already a thing in Mario Kart 8. I wonder, was this one in particular added to Mario Kart? I don't even remember. Also, how do I get there? There's a big river here. Okay. There's a bridge up there. I'll be able to cross over there. So. Sorry! Good God. Oh, I feel mean. That was vicious. That was incredibly vicious. Oh! I'm a great driver. Trust me to drive in real life. It's totally an idea that makes sense. This is going as well as it should. Whee! Yeah! Whoa. There was I can see on the map there's something that connects to these sections here that's not a proper path. Can I drive across this? There's something there. There is something that connects these landmarks here that isn't that bridge. That's the proper one. Yes, there is totally this. Alright, okay. Don't pull off. Through the enemy encampments, let's go. Let's fucking go. Sup? Hello, wee! It's working. Yeah, wait, okay. You know what's not working? This. Totally worked. As intended. Alright, okay, well, jump over the little puddle. Yeah! Oh, where we're going, we don't need roads, but they would be a real big help if we actually started them. But fuck it, off-road. This is an off-road motorbike. Oh, good God. Okay, stop. Brake, okay, accelerate. Go, there we go. Okay, come on. You can do this. I know you can. I believe in you, bike. Come on. No, okay. Okay, straight up. Yeah! Made it. Whee! Victory jumps. Whee! Oh, man. The whole release of the DLC is very much... I stand by, if you'd played this game from the start with all the DLC in place, it would be a much smoother experience, and it would make the base game even better because of some of the quality of life features that the DLC adds. I know I could drive up this road, but I'm wanting to off-road because it's fun. Like having the path from the beginning, having like the Korok Mask be available to get at some point, not at the beginning because it's in the forest that you gotta go through, but I mean, things like that. But especially the hero's path and just some of the other things. Being able to get the travel medallion early in the game. Being able to do the Champion's Ballad before you beat the game. Like, this very much feels like the last thing you're meant to do before you beat the game. But we've already beaten the game, so it's that kind of weird thing. I mean, imagine having this bike while you're still trying to find everything in the game. I mean, I know that is like the way this bike is done. It is very much meant to be, this is your reward for getting to the end of the game kind of thing. Just a way to fuck around and do whatever the hell you want. Am I even heading remotely the right way? Oh, fuck, right. There's this gigantic fucking chasm that I keep forgetting about. Okay, we're gonna drive up to, like, there. And then we're just gonna fucking Rivali's Gale across because that is out of the way to drive all the way around. Oh, hey there. Sup. So unnecessary. You can pull the... Yeah, you can totally pull the arrow out. This is cool. Alright. Not necessary, but... Okay, keep going. Can I drive up this? This is so dumb. There is no reason for me to beat... This might be approaching its limit. Okay, come on. Zero jump. Just keep jumping. Keep jumping. I don't even need to go over this, but I can. Damn it. So I will. What if I did a sick jump off of this and then jumped off midair and then started gliding? How well would that go? Would that be cool? Would that be badass? Whee! Like, this is by far... It's like... I know I've seen people talk about, like, actual speed stats of this. This is not as fast as some of the fastest, horses. Like, there are horses. There are horses that are faster than the Master Cycle, but the ability to just go over terrain like that, oh my god, I am a vicious murderer, is the ability to just cut over terrain is great. Okay, get ready for this shit. I'm totally not gonna fuck it up. Ah! Yeah! Go, bike, go! Okay. That was pretty fucking sick. That was cool. Completely unnecessary, but fucking dope. And so you don't have to feel guilty about murdering anything when you do that. You totally would with a horse, though. Okay. Come back to us. And it is low on fuel, so we'll have to refuel it with materials, because that's how you do this thing. What do I have a shitload of? I have a shitload of rock salt. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it shows you the little black thing if you're next to it. And, like, it pops the little seed open. Boom. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will completely fill it. Bam. 10 materials. I imagine some of the rarer materials will fill it up even faster than this. But, you know, I'm not going to chuck diamonds into this, considering the fuel doesn't last for a shitload of time. I mean, it's a decent amount of time. It's just... if you're going to be using it a lot, it's something you'll need to frequently top up. Again, just getting to Reno Village is taking a lot of it. Okay. Where I am is not the greatest spot. Oh, can I do this? Hell yeah. Can I get up anywhere there? This thing cannot go up hills and walls as much as the Labo vehicle car can. Totally not at all demonstrating how. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Oh god, it's not even letting me grab. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. How much? Can I leap all the way there? Probably. Oh, maybe not actually. Okay. The way that I'm doing this totally makes sense. See, isn't this a journey now? Now that I'm not taking the roads, it's way more thrilling, isn't it? That I could fuck up at any one given moment and just be an idiot about it. Thrilling. That's the term I'm gonna use. Okay. Can I stand on this section? No, can I stand on the next little lip there? Here. Let me stand on this. Fuck. I'm dead. Fuck. Hi, bike! Bike, come save me! Save me, bike! Suck! Save me, fuck! Okay. Slight setback. I'm not teleporting because teleporting would ruin it. But I am literally at the bottom of this fucking... God damn it! God damn it. Okay. It's totally fine. I have Rivali's Scale. I only have 3 of them, but I have it. Go! Whee! Ow, ow, ow. Just hit my head on every single rock. It's totally fine. Can I get much higher than this? No, I can't. Grab on, please. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Fuck. I want to keep some of Rivali's Scale so I can get up to the fucking Divine Beast while I'm at the fucking Rito Village. So I don't want to use all of it now. Shit. This is... Oh, man. I'm great. Whee! Let me over there. Okay. Okay, one more and we're out of here. And then I'll just have to wait to recharge. This is the best way to do a road trip. This is the true Breath of the Wild experience. Completely and utterly fucking up on every single little lip that you possibly can, because you're an idiot. Whee! Yeah! Good God, this thing is high. Okay. Way higher than I realized it would be. Oh, man. Do I have food that can recharge stamina? Like here? I do not. Okay. Wait, I have 1. Okay. Hey, we won't have to worry about this canyon after this. That's my thought process. Good God, this thing is huge. Again, I could teleport out, but I feel like that would ruin the adventure of the road trip. Like, if I'm just gonna teleport out of this thing, then I'll just teleport across the fucking map. Oh, let me stand on this. Fuck. Let me stand on some of this, please. Come on. Seriously? I still can't stand here? Come on, really? This is totally standable. See, it is standable. You just gotta let go. Sometimes you just gotta trust that you'll be able to do what bullshit you're trying to do, and that the game will let you do it. See, it's fine. We got out. Okay, we're not out yet. I know. There's still a little bit more. Oh my God, Rivali's Gale is already half done. Just trying to get out of this damn canyon. Okay. Okay. Ta-da! I did it. I did it. Oh, look where... Oh, I thought this was the, I thought that was the, what's it called? Stable. It is not the stable. Well, the stable's just down the road. See? There we go. We made it to Rito Village. There it is. Yay. And there's Mado. Hi, Mado. Hi. Okay. Now, this is the part that I'm worried about. Actually driving across these bridges and not fucking up. Hey, Beetle. What's up? Look at my sick car. Wow. Motorbike. What are you going to call it? Motorbike, because that's what it is? Yeah, I'd call it that too. Alright, so let us drive into the Rito Village. Whoa, okay. I need you to not fly right off the edge while I'm doing this. Because if I fall down there, I am actually fucked. It is water for everywhere.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Thanks, Rivali's Gale. That was incredibly quick. Damn, okay. Getting to the Divine Beast is going to be a challenge. For some of these on a bike without teleporting. Oh man, God, I've missed this game, and I'm going to miss it. This is what happened there. What happened? Okay. Let me just eat a bunch of. No, I'm not. Just shove 6 fish down your face. I've missed this game, and I'm going to miss it because I mean, this is it. This is it. This is the very end. Oh, the music swells up. I mean, there is still the Trial of the Sword, which is still something I'm intending to doing, but as I've mentioned, because it's such a pain in the ass, like, in terms of having, if you die, you reset from the beginning, and how long it is, and everything like that. If I'm gonna do it, I want to stream it, so people can give me tips along the way, or just, I can stream an attempt, and then stream it again later, like, for another attempt, and just keep going until eventually it's beaten. But I can't stream at the moment. I can't stream because Australian internet is absolutely garbage. I'm meant to be getting an internet upgrade. It's just that has yet to actually happen. Once that's done and my computer's able to do it, I will definitely try my best to be able to stream it because I really want to do Trial of the Sword. Fuck, have I gone on the wrong side of this? No, I'm fine. Yay! But I mean, like, other than that, this is the end. Like, every shrine, every dungeon, the end of the game, every side quest. Like, this is exhausting the game of all of its content. Like, there's no other content left except for the Trial of the Sword. And like, oh man, it's just, I love this game so much. And it's just, I'm definitely gonna miss it. Okay. So I don't take damage while I'm up here and freezing. Let me have one of these. I mean, oh my god, don't. Just stand here for long enough to use the gale again. Don't fly into its foot. Okay, once more. Yay! Yay! There we go. Okay. So now that we're up here, hey Mado, this is where I cut in the dialogue for Rivali, where we learn a little bit about him and all these things. Because I wasn't set up to do commentary over it, I won't commentate over it, but I'll, you know, talk about it after it's done. So, here is the result of beating Windblight Ganon 5 times in a row. Something that's actually really easy, because Windblight Ganon is ridiculously easy to beat.
You again? Well, since you're here, tell me, how is Rito Village faring? Everyone seems to be doing well, as far as I can tell. I can't fathom that it's been 100 years. There's no one left who would even know me. But even so, it will always be my home. It's pointless to dwell on the past. Still, you and I should have fought 100 years ago. A duel against the one who came to Rito Village to challenge my authority. Just imagine. The hero of the Rito against Hyrule's mightiest knight. A battle for the ages. Win or lose, I would have liked a chance to settle the score with you. You're rather persistent. Well, at least you have good timing. There's something I wanted to tell you. You may happen upon something called the Diary of Rivali, the Rito Legend. Don't believe a word of it. I'm not the author. Misleading title, I know. Got it? You're working diligently, as you should. By the way, a word of advice. After you rescue the princess, don't go asking her about me. Understood? Whatever rubbish she may say, do not pursue that topic. It's been 100 years, so I bet her royal memory isn't what it used to be anyhow. You're back. I suppose this is part of your training to defeat Calamity Ganon, yes? I can't blame you for feeling anxious about facing the foul beast. Were you looking for words of encouragement in my dulcet tones? I can understand why you would desire such a thing, but having me keep you in line will have to suffice.
I like how even in death, Rivali's still a bit of a smartass. Wants to duel me, thinks that he's still way better than me. Oh, don't read it. Nah, none of it's true. So, I mean, if you read anything in there, it's all made up bullshit. But then there's the whole thing of just like, everyone who knew me is dead. That's depressing. And it's like, yeah, it is a bit. And it's just like, aw. He does give a shit about something. Not a great deal, but he does. There are things he cares about. It's to do with whether people remember him and his legacy and how awesome he is. But he does give some level of a shit. So, let us see what all of this fake stuff about him is about. Champion Descendant. 1,000 times. Thank you. Yeah, Descendant, sure. But never mind that now. I'm happy to answer anything I can. Tell me about Rivali. You're curious about Master Rivali. What perfect timing. We recently found the Diary of Rivali. Totally written by him. We were all excited to locate such a personal item of the champions. However, not just anyone has the right to read something of that nature. That's why I left Teba in charge of it, since he admires Master Rivali. Diary of Rivali. Oh, the historic Diary of Rivali was recently found at the flight range our champion so adored. Teba took the diary to his home for safekeeping. Ah, that's all good. Alright, let's find Teba and talk to him / steal it. Hey Teba, what's up? Whoa. I see you've got the Great Eagle Bow from the Elder. Are you gonna talk about it at all? By both strength of him, seeing how you handle the bow against Mado, I suggest that we let you borrow it. Take it with your own adventure, along with the strength of the Rito. Alright, you gonna take Tulin to the flight range? Aww. Tell me about Rivali. As you know, us Rito use our wings to fly forward. The wing lifts us up on the glorious sky above. However, we cannot ascend on our own. The Rito tribe used to believe this was an irrevocable truth, until Master Rivali's feat changed everything. He learned to create his own updraft and crafted a unique skill that allowed him to ascend straight up into the air. I'm sure you can understand the great advantage of being above your foe. As a warrior, I am lacking in that way. However, I swear on the sacred sky above that someday I will surpass Master Rivali. To that end, I'm determined to master his skill, to teach myself Rivali's gale. Nice. I should probably take Tulin over to the flight range. Alright, okay. You headed to the flight range? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Take care. You're off? Let's go to the flight range. Yeah! Haha. Alright, Link. I'll be at the flight range if you need me. Come play with us at the flight range sometime. I guess it just lets you replay the flight range stuff. Oh, hey! I never knew this was a thing. Bye, Teba. Oh, there was cutscenes I didn't know in this game. Good God, how much more is there to discover in this? Damn. I wonder if that's a thing with, like, all of the people. Oh, okay, and it's just set me far down. Okay. Oh, sorry I left your husband go. Now that we're at peace again, I would rather they stop doing such dangerous training. But Tabor insists. Have you got the air? It is. Diary of Rivali, the Rito legend. I won another archery competition today. As one would expect, the village can't stop talking about my winning streak. In short order, I've managed to break all of the previous records and set an insurmountably high bar. Everywhere I go, I receive praise and affirmations that I am the pride of the Rito. I could get used to this. The elder asked me what I would like as a prize for my achievements. I told him I wish for an archery training ground. Ooh. If I'm to keep this up, I need someone to train at varying elevations. I'm hoping to master a new move I've dreamed up. Ooh. I keep pushing my archery skills to the limit. My drive is ideal, but the ensuing ascent is not as smooth as I wish it was. Must return to the flight range again tomorrow. There I will become harder, better, faster, stronger. I won't rest until I succeed. The Rito children look up to me. I hear they wish to start training at the flight range too. Perhaps it's not a bad idea to allow everyone to use my training space. These are dangerous times, after all. Tomorrow I will try a new strategy I've been devising to control the updraft. I refuse to believe it's impossible. Rivali, why did you want me to believe that this was all hogwash and bullshit? Seems like it's just a story about you being awesome and thinking you're awesome, which is very in line for you. There is a persistent rumor in town that Calamity Ganon's resurrection is imminent. It can't be true, right? A few years ago, scientists dug up an ancient mechanical beast called Mado. It was supposedly used to fight Ganon. Hyrule's royal family is in search of someone to pilot the beast. They say to do so requires something beyond skill. They say one's soul must contain an incredible sacred power for a divine beast to recognize them as master. They should have asked for me by name. To control the divine beast and defeat the Calamity would finally allow me to prove myself to the world. So he's a bit insecure. Fair enough. Hyrule's princess stopped dawdling and asked me to pilot the divine beast. I asked what our plan was. I wish I hadn't. It's completely absurd. The divine beast a little more than backup for some Hylian knight who has the honor of fighting Calamity Ganon. Me, a sidekick. I thought of declining, but then she looked me dead in the eye and held my gaze as she said, "We must protect the precious life of this land from the Calamity's grasp at all cost. Hyrule needs you, Rivali. It was so corny I almost died. But I won't soon forget the look in her eyes. She meant it with all of her heart. I thought Hylians only thought of themselves, but I suppose there's an exception to every rule. I'm going to accept, of course, but out of self-respect, I'm going to let her sweat it out a bit longer. Damn it, Rivali. God damn it. Hyrule's princess is coming by to ask for my answer tomorrow. She will surely be overcome with joy when I accept. And her timing is exceptional. I am close. So close to mastering my new move and showing everyone what I'm capable of. When they see it, they'll know without a doubt it should be me fighting Ganon instead of that pathetic knight. I have the sword for this, dude. Come on. And I can see it now. The king and princess and the knight all on their knees, begging me to defeat Ganon for them. Really, Rivali? Really? They'll say, please, Master Rivali, please use your otherworldly skills and intellect to defeat Calamity Ganon. I look forward to that day. God fucking damn it, Rivali. I journeyed to Hyrule Castle for an inauguration ceremony. I now bear the grand title of Champion. Meaningless pomp, if you ask me. If true strength relied on only title and uniform, everyone would be a champion. I do like the blue scarf, though. That annoyingly silent knight was as emotionless as usual. I can never tell what's on his mind. Likely nothing at all. Hey! Somehow I can't help but believe the stories about him beating adult knights in swordplay when he was only a child. Oh, wow. I do appreciate I still appreciate how this is a Zelda game where Link's established a badass at the very beginning of the game. It's like, no, he's already been fucking awesome. It's just, he wasn't awesome enough before. Still, he doesn't stand a chance against me. There is no one alive who can keep up with my aerial combat. That reminds me, it's about time I came up with a fitting name for that new move I created. What kind of name would be worthy? Rivali's something. Tornado, Whirlwind, Masterpiece? The princess came to the village on official business, along with her shadow, that insufferable knight. You just do not like me, dude. I tried to talk with him while the princess met with the elder, but he was his usual quiet self. Why do people like him so? They also gave him the privilege of seeing me perform Rivali's Gale. Nothing. No reaction at all to my impressive feat. Is that the memory? I showed it to him even knowing there was a chance of failure, since it's still so new. He must truly be slow-witted. I tried to provoke him into facing me, but to no avail. It's like talking to a stone. I get it, I don't talk. Our interactions were a waste of time, so I flew off to find solace with Mado. What's wrong with that guy? Daruk informed me that we have been asked to escort the princess to Lanayru. We're off to see the princess off at dawn at the mountain's base and meet her there when she returns at sunset. Must I participate in this nonsense? Though, I still remember that look on the princess's face. When she asked me to pilot the divine beast, she was not only determined, she seems desperate. She's aware she can't fulfill her sacred duties, and anyone can see how it weighs on her. It's difficult for me to comprehend the troubles of the talentless, but I'm trying. God damn it, Rivali. It's not that I dislike the princess. She tries her hardest. It is simply not good enough. No, I don't think I can spare the time to send her off in the morning. Perhaps I will fly over to greet her at sunset. Perhaps that alleged sealing power will show her some mercy and finally awaken this time. Good God, Rivali, you're such a dick. Oh my God, you're such a dick. Oh, he's just so up himself.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Yeah. Gale. Gale's the term you ended up going with, by the way. He's so up himself. He's so up himself, it's nuts. Oh man. Just so much. I'm gonna try it. God. Game's not gonna let me anyway. I was gonna try and drive the bike onto the bridge from here, but the game refuses to let me, so just take the damage, fuck it. Rivali. Incredibly up yourself, but also insanely insecure. I must prove it to everyone. I'm awesome, I'm so good, I have to. Everyone will believe me if I show them, right? You ran in front of me. You are still running in front of me. I'm like half sorry. You kept getting in my way. It was kinda your fault. It was kinda your fault. And now, we head onwards to our next destination. Goron City to learn about Daru. As I was saying before we did the whole Rivali thing, as we're here. I know most of the Champions Ballad thing has been me kind of criticizing the Champions Ballad, and I stand by most of that, like, all of it pretty much. The Champions Ballad isn't great in of itself, like, it's, I mean, I knew it was gonna be, ow! What the fuck? Really? Really? Okay. Like, I knew that the Champions Ballad, like, I knew all the DLC wouldn't be as good as the game, as the base game. And I knew that because, like, what's the best part of the base game? The exploration. And unless they were going to introduce new areas, it was hard for the DLC to do that. The Champions Ballad tried with finding the other shrines by, like, check your map and see if you can find it and then do all of that. Like, it tried its best, and I commend it for that, but I mean, without having new areas, it can't capture the feeling of exploring this world. It just couldn't. So I was never expecting it to be better. But, like, with what they, like, without making a new area, they did do well, I would say. Like, again, as I mentioned, some of the shrines here, some of the best shrines. That dungeon's pretty good. Not as interconnected as I'd like, or as some of the others, but still good. Still good. This is a really fun reward. Honestly, the items, like, the items and the quality of life things that you get from it are the best parts. And it's not because, like, they're amazing, perfect, awesome in of themselves. I mean, this is just fun to drive around. It is fun to just drive around the world like this. Not when I kill everything, but it is fun to just drive from place to place like this. To just go over the walls like, it's the ultimate bucket, remove all the limits. Getting anywhere is either on horse, where you're very limited where you can go, or walking around, which is a bit slow, and you can climb over things, but its main thing is that it's not super fast. And this is just like, nah, fuck it. Go places fast and have a lot less restrictions on how you get there than any other time that you're playing. So, like, this is fun because of how it enhances the base game. The things in the first DLC pack, the best parts of that were the things that enhanced the base game. Like, the travel medallion, which, like, is just a nice thing to have for certain situations in the game. The Korok mask helping find other Korok things. The path on the map is a fantastic thing. That is weird that it wasn't in the beginning of the game, especially considering that it is able to retroactively work from before the DLC come out, which makes me think that it's programmed into the base game and they just wanted you to pay for it because monetization models require that, because yay, modern video games, kind of thing. Like, the things that they offer are the best parts, and it's because they enhance the base game. And the new stuff for it isn't as good, and it was never going to be. People talk about, like, Trial of the Sword being really good, and it basically being Eventide Island, which Eventide Island on its own is a microcosm of the rest of the game and what makes the rest of the game work so well. Okay, now I can kind of cut across here. I can cut across here to get to there. I can go around Korok Forest down the bottom here to get onto that path. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see how well that works. Not well at all, I imagine, but we're gonna fucking try. What was I saying? Something about the DLC. Like, what they've added is good, but enhancing the base game is by far the best part of it. It's like, I mean, I've pretty much just said this at the end of every single episode. What my thoughts are on the DLC, and I'm just like I'm more than happy to pay for it. I mean, actively encouraging this type of, like, model of monetization where the DLC is just inferior to the base game, and, like, paying for a season pass, and, like, you don't know everything that's going to be in there. It's just, like, actively encouraging that, like, mindset as being a way that to do games and it being successful, I don't like. But giving more money to Breath of the Wild, I'm more than happy with, because Breath of the Wild is really good, and, like, I'm willing to give the people who make the game more money because how much I paid for the base experience, I got a very, very good bargain on. And I didn't get the game discounted. I just paid full price for it, because I got it on release date at midnight, and no places that did midnight launch, aka the one place that did midnight launch, didn't have a special on it. But, like, even without that, I got a bargain on this game, because this game has a lot to it, and it's amazing. I can still break while it's out of fuel. Okay, what? Nice jump. Okay. Let us refuel while we talk. Just do this. And it's like, giving more money to Breath of the Wild, I'm okay with, and I'm more than happy to do that because the game's amazing. Like, especially having the time to think about it because of like how long it's been since I did the rest of the Champions Ballad, and even just like how long between like the Champions Ballad and finishing the main game and all stuff like that. I've had a lot of time to like really think over my experience with this game, and especially playing some other games since then. Like, while this was out, I pretty much never touched any other open world games to any extent or anything like that. Adventure games or anything like that. I didn't really touch any of those. And like, I've dabbled in a couple of others since. It's like, it's one thing that I realized at some point during this year. Breath of the Wild may have ruined other open world games for me. And it's because the open world in this game is... I would help you, but that would waste time. Sorry, buddies. It's just the open world for this game is so good. It is so amazing. And it is so good. Again, I put this up there, like, Breath of the Wild is in my top 10. Ever. It definitely is. There's no way that it's not. Whoa! Whoa, okay. I thought the game crashed there for a second. Okay, so we're going... I can kind of duck across. I just realized that where I've marked this is to both of these. But I might be able to duck across. Let's see what I can do about ducking across these mountains instead of driving down that pathway. Just so we, can jump over shit. I don't know exactly where it would be in my top 10. Like, where things are on top 10 and what's in top 10 is something that changes over time. Like Bayonetta, too. Used to be there. It's not anymore. I like Bayonetta. I still really enjoy it. It's just... over time I've realized, and upon playing it more, it's just like, I really enjoy it. It doesn't do enough things that are like to my specific taste, my specific caterings to make me have it in there. Like, but this definitely is. I mean, like, Wonderful 101's number one. And I, like, it, like, I'm not saying that is impossible to change, but good God, it's gonna be fucking difficult. Like, there can be other games that, like, would be better games than Wonderful 101 that I've played. Nier Automata being... like, Nier Automata is definitely a better game than Wonderful 101 is on an overall thing. But Wonderful 101 does so many things that appeal to me specifically. Whee! Yeah! And the specific ways that I like to do things. Oh my God, this is so fun. It is so fun to drive this thing around. This is why I had to, like, this is why I didn't want to teleport. I just wanted to do these final things with this. Because I wanted to experience to just play around with this. And just going across the entire fucking map is a good way to do that. Whee! I need to be careful about where I am driving though, because... okay, now if I fall into that valley, that is where I'm going anyway, but... I'm gonna go this way, fuck it. Whee! Yeah! Whee! Like, well, like, Wonderful 101's at the top, and it might be there for a bit, because it does so many things in so many specific ways that are the very specific things that I like. Like, twisted in the ways that I like compared to, like, typical. Whoa, God, this is gonna be bad. Nope. No, it's totally fine. Like, that, like, it, like, Wonderful 101 is number one. And, like, again, Nier Automata doesn't top that, so that stays there. I mean, Nier Automata is number 2. Like, it's number 2. Hey, two platinum games at the top. Can you tell what type of games I like? That being said, like, the parts of Nier Automata that I like are the parts that aren't typically, platinum games. Like, the combat in Nier Automata is still good. It's not as good as other platinum games because it's by no means the focus, so it didn't get as much time to polish it or to give it as much depth as other things, which is totally fine because, again, it is not the focus. Like, if they wanted to give that as much depth as other platinum titles, then it would require more time for that and other parts that for the rest of it. It's just that it being Platinum's combat and it still being really solid Platinum combat makes it a much smoother experience to enjoy the parts of Nier Automata that are really good. For third, I don't know. whether it is this or Fallout New Vegas. Which I think they're both open worlds, and I don't know, it's just like, because I haven't like done a full playthrough of Fallout New Vegas since, but I've like picked it up and just touched parts of it, because just like personal reasons. I do want to do a playthrough of that one day. Can I escape? Yeah! Oh my god, this is okay. Now we're in fucking hype zone. Way! Okay, this is fucking hype as shit. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. Okay, that's sick. That's fucking great. that's just fun. That's just awesome. Hell yeah. Glad I'm driving along the path for this one. Also, because of the way that this area works, I definitely want to travel on the path here because, well, it's the most rocky area in the whole game, so, except for maybe the very bottom of the map, but, like, next to, the Gerudo Desert, so, what's it saying? Wait, where the fuck does the path go from here? Oh, okay, it goes underneath the thing. Oh, is that there? No. I'm not sure where I'm going. I can't see it on... I think it does... There's a sign there. But I can't read it while I'm on this, and I'm not gonna get off because I'm a dickhead. Okay, well, we're just gonna... Fuck. So we're gonna power through. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. I want a road trip, and I'm gonna fucking road trip. Jumps! Jump into it so you bounce off of it and go backwards. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh god, that's not. Am I even in the right spot? Fuck. I don't even know what it touched. Is the lava the path? Is there a cave I was meant to jump into? Go down here. What does this sign say? I've never actually been up this path like this. What does this say? Examine. Death Mount, a Goron to your head. Heat level that. Non-Gorons use extreme caution. Like, is it just me or is the lava meant to be the path here and that's weird? I've never actually just gone up this path. I guess this is the path here. Okay. More Guardian. Oh, cool. I'm now on fire. Look at Link's face. But yeah, like, I've touched, you can't use the bike here. It burns. That's interesting. Not at all what I expected. Okay. Do I have ancient arrows? I have no ancient arrows. Okay. Let me ignore that fucker entirely. Just gonna ignore you. Bye! Yeah! Okay. Okay, we're doing the thing that we did on the bike, but off the bike. Ow. That still very much hit me. Oh, good god. Okay. Fucking, I have Master Sword. I am burning to death. If I die here, this is gonna be terrible. I don't have cooked food that's just a lot of hearts, do I? I don't want to replace any of my stat. I don't want to get rid of that. Because that would be bad. How many apples do I have? I have 17 apples. Just eat a bunch of these. This is going fine. Fuck, I didn't realize you couldn't take the bike in here. That's weird and confusing. Sleep one. I like how it actively tries to run away from you when you've got this out, because it fucking knows. Like, it knows how much this shit kills it. Hi. Hi. Try and stop me. With what legs? Ow. God damn it. It blew up like twice there. That was weird. Fuck you. I forgot that I could shield parry those things back. I should have just done that from the start. This is gonna take a lot longer to do now that I can't bike here. Again, I'm still gonna do the road trip because Although that being said, the road trip from here to there is fucking huge without the bike. Oh, I kind of don't want to road trip it. Get in there. Like, walking there is going to take forever. And then walking back's going to take forever. Fuck, why? Why not bike here? Okay. But is this having touched? Fuck it, I'm teleporting. I did not realize that you couldn't use the thing here, so fuck it, I'm teleporting. Not using the bike here is just kind of defeating the point of road trip here. So fuck it, we're just gonna teleport because that's bizarre and weird. Like it just burns? That's weird. But okay. I was saying a point. Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild and Fallout New Vegas. They both satisfy very similar itches in terms of how I like exploration. Because it is like, exploration is something that I enjoy, but only in particular ways. And most of the other times I'm like, it's alright, but I'm not like super into it. Where like, I get this game and I'm just like, the exploration is by far the best part. It's the best part of the game, just in terms of how well it's made and everything. So, oh. Yeah, if I want to go next to this, okay, fine. We're going to teleport to this thing, actually. So I'm next to this thing for the cutscenes here. But they both satisfy very similar itches in terms of how I like exploration and go about it in very different ways. I mean, like, side quests, learning about places and everything like that, way more satisfying in Fallout New Vegas. I mean, Fallout New Vegas is known as being an open world that has some of the best in that out of any game made. Whereas the exploration parts and just going places and discovering things is really good in this. Oh god, I am on fire because I don't have high level heat protection, I'm gonna guess, because I'm like next to the fucking volcano. High level, there we go. I am still on fire here. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna put on some boots then. God, lava place is fucking weird, isn't it? Lava legs. There we go. Here, now I can stand here. This place is fucking weird. I know it's a volcano. Still, even high level heat protection is fine, but just having pants, oh no, that totally fixes it. Alright, well while we're here, before we burn to death any further, here is the result of defeating Fire Blight Ganon, 5 times in a row. A boss that, man, it has really big sweeping attacks that cannot hit next to it at all. So you can abuse the shit out of that really easily.
Little guy, can you pass along a message to the youngster for me? Tell him, when I was young, nobody gave me the time of day. I was green as grass and timid as a mouse. Just work hard, watch out for your brothers, and eat lots of tasty rocks. Do that, and you'll be stronger than me! It'd be great if you could tell him that for me, brother. Hey there, little guy. Say, do you remember when we first met? Honestly, I never thought I'd find a Hylian strong enough to be considered a true brother. I was so shocked. Bet I had a dopey look on my face. Maybe it's best if you don't remember that part. Hey, little guy. Listen, I'm trusting you to keep a secret, okay? Between you and me, there was once a monster I just couldn't beat. I hated that stupid thing. When I was young, I stepped on its tail, and it went yep and poof and nasty critter. I could still see its awful face and sharp fangs. Facing your fears is certainly no walk in the park. Park. Little guy, I'm guessing your memory's still scrambled, yeah? Well, maybe it'd help if you'd read that thing about our memories. You know, the one from back in the good old days. What's that thing? Oh yeah, my diary. I mean, my training journal. I bet it's still around. What? Surprised I kept a journal? If you're curious, try to find it. Hey, little guy, so you came to test your skills again, huh? With the strength you've mustered, I'm sure beating down Calamity Ganon will be a piece of slate.
I love that one of Daruk's defining features as a character is the fact that he's scared of dogs. That's one of these defining things. It comes up multiple times. And no, it's a training journal though. It's a training journal. Again, as people have mentioned, it's just like, you want more story from Breath of the Wild, and Champion's Ballad was meant to be your more story-based thing, and it's like, crumbs. That's crumbs. This game's not good at its story, so having a DLC focusing on story is nice. It's nice to learn a little bit more about the champions, but God, you're not learning much. Like, you're getting a little bit, but not a great deal. But speaking of open world game with its story, let's go back to my point about... Where the fuck is the chief bit? I don't even know where the chief is. Back to my point about, yeah, this compared to Fallout New Vegas, is that... Chief's probably in there. Fallout New... Oh, the chief is standing inside, actually. Like, Fallout New Vegas' story is really good, and it's just... But this is exploration better. But, like, those two games, probably a third and fourth. I don't know which one. What's up? It's hot out. Do you need something? Another, wait, are you the chief? Tell me about Daruk. You want to know about Daruk? Popular subject these days. Not too long ago, a Rito Bard came by wanting to know all about him. I told him about all kinds of things. For example, about the Boulder Breaker, Daruk's weapon of choice. I told him how heavy it is and how its power is unmatched. You know the valley at Gottram Cliff, southwest of Gorko Tunnel? It was made by Daruk with his Boulder Breaker in one night. Damn. Why do you think? To make it easier for us Gorons to get a tasty rock roast. That Rito fella seemed to like the other story I told him better, though. I'm not a big fan of that one. The heroic and exciting stories of Daruk capture him much better. It's all good. That's another Scorcher today. I thought you were the chief. How do I find out about the diary? Do I have to speak to Yunobo? What? I'm gonna get, it's the same thing. Okay. 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 We're just gonna skip dialogue very quickly. And get, okay. All good. Wait, where's Yunobo? Where is he? So I'm staring off in the distance on top of the entrance gate. He's acting more accomplished and confident these days. Yeah. Okay, he's on top of the bridge. Got it. Oh, yeah. I just saw him pop in a frame for a second while he was close enough. All right, let's go over to there. But I mean, like, yeah. Like, I'm talking a lot of shit about the game while I'm trying to get my points across, which I'm constantly being distracted by, so my point isn't, like, landing very well. But I mean, yeah, like, this game is possibly, like, third or fourth. Again, that's a number that's ever-changing and doesn't mean a lot in any one particular moment, except for Wonderful 101 being 1 and Nier Automata being 2. Because they're rock solid in that place, and there's no question about those. But I still really love this game. This game's so fucking good. Hey, Yunobo. Good morning. Welcome to my secret hideout. It's literally over the entrance. See? This is the best place to get a nice view of Rudania. Nice. To think we actually fought that thing. Amazing, Goro. And I wasn't even scared of it. Until just now. I did well, didn't I? You did your best. That's a backhanded compliment, Link. Jesus. This one is our little secret. It's on the gate to the entrance here. Yo, did you need something? What about Daruk? Lord Daruk? Huh? That reminds me of something. His training journal. Not a diary, training journal. Must have been a big eater. He sure talks about a delicious rocks a bunch. He also had a good friend who liked to eat as much as he did. I don't have much of an appetite myself, so I'm pretty scrawny. I have to start eating lots. Like, training journal? Where is it? Cleaning out abandoned North Mine where we met. It's at my house now. I don't know which is your house. I don't know which is your house. But let's try and find it. I miss this game when I'm not playing it. Because it's the type of game where it's like, I'm not going to play it again. Okay. Your people training, okay. That's fine. You're the ones at the big rock thing. Yo, look at this rock. Oh, it's called Cobble Crusher. I pulled a rock, and that was dumb. Is this your house? Just gonna check all the houses until I find something. There it is. Oh, it actually looks different too. It looks like a big rock thing. Makes sense. Yo, Darok's training journal. I'm gonna start writing in this diary thing starting now. Ugh, a diary. Maybe I'll call it my training journal. They say all you gotta do is write down stuff that happens. Us Gorons prefer the simple life, so I hope simple stuff counts. For today's journal entry, what should I write about? I had some rock roast from the peak of Death Mountain. It was delicious. I think I'll eat more of it soon. I talked to some Hylians at the base of the mountain. All anyone wants to talk about these days is climbing to Ganon. Reminds me of when those tiny Sheikah came to Death Mountain a few years ago to dig up that divine beast or whatever. The Hylians were saying that that beast thing is a weapon someone will need to learn how to control. Back in the good old days, Gorons didn't worry about relics we couldn't eat. Now I'm hungry. Maybe I'll track down a prime rock roast for one of my dinners tonight. All I care about. Today I saw someone being attacked when I was out looking for lunch rocks at the peak. He was a little tiny guy, so I rushed down to the mountain to help him. I was shocked to find he was handy with a sword. Is this me? By the time I rolled his way, he'd already taken out all the monsters. I couldn't help but admire his Goron-like strength. While I was distracted, a monster almost got the jump on me. He stopped it. The great Daruk, saved by a tiny Hylian from a dog. I must have had a dopey look at my face when that happened. I hope he didn't notice. That little Hylian from before, his name's Link. He's got a respectable appetite. Loves to eat meat, fruit, vegetables, all sorts of things a decent person wouldn't dream of eating. Link will cook up and eat just about anything. I offered him some grade A rock roast and he to help refine his palate. I asked him how it tasted. He liked it so much he was speechless. I knew Hylians could eat rocks too. Eating isn't the only thing Link and I have in common. The little guy is also incredibly strong. He said sometimes when he focuses, it feels like time slows down. I really like that guy. Oh, is a lot of these diary entries just going to be talking about, like, how Link is as a person with game mechanics and shit? That's weird. He's the type of guy you can trust to have your back and also have a nice hearty meal with. That settles it. From now on, Link is an official brother. Yeah. Hyrule's little princess came to Goron City to ask me to pilot the divine beast. I said, hell yeah. The great Daruk never turns down someone in need. When I said I would, the princess seemed really happy. There'll be 4 champions to control 4 divine beasts, and 1 swordsman to take on Ganon. Including the princess, our anti-Ganon team is 6 strong, made up of all different kinds of people. This has the makings of an epic feast. I got the ball rolling by giving the princess my best rock roast. She said thanks, but I think she must have been holding back a grimace. Must have had something foul on her mind. Oh, Gorons. I'm a champion now. Feels good. I hadn't talked with Link in a while, so seeing him at the inauguration ceremony was nice. It was a good day. Oh, word has it Link has been chosen as Zelda's appointed knight. I can't think of a better brother for the job. I hear one of these ancient machine things went nuts during some tests and shot out deadly beams. With true Goron spirit, Link grabbed the pot lid from the ground and deflected the blast. Damn, with the pot lid. He nailed the thing in its weak spot and saved the day. His bravery caught the king's eye, and not long after that, he was appointed to guard Zelda. I'd expect nothing less from the little guy. I've been chosen to pilot Rudania, but I was having trouble controlling it. I was the only champion who was struggling. I asked Link for advice, but he just shoved me into the divine beast so I could explore it aimlessly all day. How does Link shove you? Damn. I can't explain it, but by the end of the day, I was just able to control Rudania just how I wanted to. I guess experience is the best teacher. Little guy's strength must have come from working hard and never giving up. Good lesson, brother. As thanks, I'm going to train you some gourmet sirloin rock. All my Hylian brother seems to do these days is watch over the tiny princess while she does her research and stare at that ass in that one memory. It looks like tough work, but the princess seems a lot happier and talks more since she's been doing it, so it must be okay. I hear the little guy finally opened up about his troubles to the princess while they were shoveling food. Surprisingly, she opened up right back, said something princessy like, I guess we're the same, you and I. Sounds heavy. They must have been bonded over their food preferences. That'll do it, alright. Speaking of opening up, all this journal writing has made me realize something about myself. Writing makes me hungry. God damn it, Daruk. One track mind. Definitely one track mind. Alright, well, because we're going over there, let's go to this one. Because we can't drive our friggin' bike through this place. I mean, we got the cool moment of dodging the laser beams from the Guardian on the bike, but I mean, it's still annoying that I can't just drive it everywhere through here, but oh well. Oh well. I don't know, this is the very end of Breath of the Wild, so I'm trying to collect all my thoughts about it. And I'm having difficulty actually, like, trying to say that without repeating myself a bunch. I love this game. I don't know if I ever said it during the LP. Oh, I can change my clothes back there, can't I? I don't know if I said... It's this. There we go. And yes, I'm wearing the, like, proper clothing instead of what I usually wear because it's the end of the game. Yeah, I don't know if I ever said it during the LP, but part of the reason why I did an LP of this game at all, because of the nature of the game and how it was, I had a big feeling... Oh, it's almost at fuel again. Because of the nature of this game, and like how it was so focused on exploration, I kind of half expected it to be a game where, as it turns out I was right about, it's a type of game that you probably won't go back and play again because so much of it is focused on exploration, and once you know everything in the game, like once you've explored it, it's hard to explore it again. Like, I could start a new game of this and go around and do it again, but it's like, I know where shrines are hidden. Even if I don't remember where all the shrines are, I know once I'm in a certain area, it might jog my memory of just being like, oh yeah, there's a shrine here, and I know how to get to it where it is. Pardon me. When I have a puzzle in a shrine, I might remember the answer to it. Even if I don't remember all of them, I'll remember a bunch of them. Remember where things are. Again, one of my favorite moments of the entire LP is first stumbling across Naboris. Just seeing this giant hulking mass inside of a fucking, like, pillar of sandstorm. And just being like, what the hell is that? And just having no idea what the fuck I was even looking at. And stumbling across that. It's just, that was such a cool moment of just genuinely finding something and having no idea what it was. And that's something I love about this game so much. And I expected that, but that E3, where they were playing it on the Wii U, and they were talking about it, I watched every single bit of that. Because it was all on the plateau, so I knew it wouldn't like spoil too much of the game, because the plateau was, they said there, was going to be such a small part of the game. So I watched all of that. And it's just, how they were going about it, and the way they were talking about it, I very much expected it to be the way that it ended up being. Like, this is a game where what I had hoped it would be, it ended up being exactly that and more, which doesn't always happen with games. So I'm like, I wanted it to be a game where exploring it, you'd discover things that you wouldn't expect to discover in places you wouldn't expect to find them. And you'd have that genuine moment of discovery multiple times, and like so many opportunities to have that drive, wanting to find things, and like being able to do that, and just like that feeling of finding things on your own. It's just like, so much of the game was built around that, and so much of what they talked about at E3, that E3 where they first showed it off, was that. It's just like, it's a game where you'll play it and discover things and find things, and there'll be nothing to tell you where things are other than you finding stuff. I mean, what's it called? Hang on, sorry. I'm trying to think of the name. Like, the shrine sensor, like, definitely helps you find things. But without the shrine sensor, like, finding all the shrines would just be an annoying process. Knowing their rough area, you've still got to find them. And there was a bunch of shrines where even knowing, like, okay, we know we're in the rough area for them. Where the fuck is it? How many times where it was just like that Sheikah sensor was, the shrine sensor was going off, and I'm just like, where the hell is the damn thing? And then it was just like that moment of discovery of finding it, or like coming back to it, just being like, it's somewhere around here, we'll come back later. And then find it, and then that happened. There was so many moments of that. So even with that, it was still a moment of discovery, just let you know that there is something to find here for some of the most hidden aspects of the game. Or building Tare Town, just being able to, like, buy a house, and then it's just like, oh, you're going to this town and you're building a town, getting all these characters together, ends with this big wedding. It's like fun moments like that. Just like, there was so many of those moments in this game. Okay, well, I guess I am gonna go outwards like this if I'm able. So yes, perfect. And it's just, there was so many of those moments of just like being excited at finding things, and it is exactly what I had hoped the game would be when I first heard about it and first started seeing it, and it ended up being exactly that. And having that expectation for the game is why I LP'd it, and there's a very big reason for that. And it has to do with my shitty memory too. Well, partially for it. I recorded this LP partially because I figured it might be like semi-successful because brand new release of a big major game, a game that's a very large focus is discovery. Okay, I'm gonna need to do this issue. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Don't die. Don't fucking die. Good God. Okay. I have like a billion bananas. Let's just eat a shitload of these. Good God. Man. Just paying absolutely no attention to what I'm doing. Also, my armor is actually pretty shit currently. Because I've got, like, I don't even have everything equipped. Okay, we're gonna switch to this for a second. Fuck you. They're gone at least. I took a little bit of damage, but they're fucking gone. And just going back to this. Thank you. Just gonna grab all this. You can refuel my bike. Which I believe disappeared because of me switching my room. But a big part of why I recorded the LP is, I mean, other than thinking it might do alright, is that my memory's terrible. And while my memory, at least at this current stage in my life, it isn't so bad that if I restarted the game, I know things in here would jog my memory. I know that. I definitely know that, like, my memory is good, quote unquote, enough at this stage that if I came across as like a thing trying to explore again, I'd remember things, and it wouldn't be the same as the first time I found out, and I know that. But my memory is poor enough that I may not remember the exact way that I did things, and I may not remember the exact things like that. So I figured if there was ever a time where I wanted to re-experience this game again for the first time, I could do that by watching my own LP of it. And I figured that recording my reactions to it, recording me exploring for the first time and everything like that. Oh my God, my horse is up here. Why is my horse over here? When did I last bring my horse over here? What's my horse doing here? God. It's been long enough that I do not remember bringing my horse out into the middle of this fucking area. What? How did I get the horse here? Why is the horse here? That makes no sense. Oh, actually, I have the medallion that lets me summon horses to wherever I want them to, don't I? I wonder if that's what it is. Oh, you fuck off. You can fuck right off. So yeah, I figured if I ever wanted to rediscover, like, if I wanted to re-experience what this game was like for the first time, I'm doing really badly here, it would be to watch my own LP of it. And my memory being the way that it is, I would... Okay, so that's totally the armor that you've got on, the teleporting one. Look at you just standing majestically there. Hell yeah. Horse and bike, side by side. What the hell are you doing here? When did I bring you here? Why did I bring you here? Oh, I'm so confused. Why are you here? This probably happened during the game, like, during the Champions Ballad or stuff. Hi, horsey. Meet Horse 2.0. Oh, man. What a nice moment just to see our horse again while on our new horse, our mechanical horse. Yeah, my memory is, like, if I watched my own LP, I probably wouldn't remember the exact ways that I did things. I'm just gonna break while we do it right here. And it would be, and being able to see my own reactions again for the first time, it'd be the best way to relive the first time in this game. Because I could never do it playing it. And I don't think, oh god. I don't think it's been enough time yet. I don't think it's been enough time for me to go back and watch it yet. Like, parts of this game are still fresh enough in my mind that it wouldn't be the same. But, oh fuck. You were all the way over there, weren't you? Ha! Well, we were up next to the horsey. Whoops. I'm gonna teleport for that, because fuck it. I'll bring the bike up into the middle of here. What's up, everyone? There are limits on what you're allowed to do with the bike in this game, and it's upsetting me. Fine. Okay, I'm just gonna teleport to there, because it's getting more annoying to do things. Now, I don't think it's been enough time for me to go back and watch my own LP of this again, but I know at some point I will. And I'm hoping that if I do that, it'll be a way to re-enjoy this game in the most amount that I'm able to from the first time. Because me replaying it wouldn't be that. It's one thing that I find confusing about that first DLC, the Master Quest. It is only for people who want to be tested the skill in this game. It is, like, it has different things to it. It is not different enough to justify, to the average person, a replay. It's for people who want to test their skills at different things, because there's, like, new Lionels and shit in there, and things like that. Or just, like, being able to beat, like, like, harder versions of the bosses and be tested like that. And I understand that. But it's just, like, Master Quest is not enough for me to be willing to start up a new game again. Like, it's not. Because even with the new things, like the floating platforms and everything like that, it's just like, it would not be the same. And I would feel it, and I would feel how much it is not the same, and that would disappoint me more, because it's trying to feel new, and then it would feel the same, and that would just disappoint me more than anything. So, with that little bit, man, I'm trying to think of words for this game, and I am struggling. Like, whoa! What the fuck was that? The fuck was that? Anyone else see that? Am I imagining things? Did something fall in front of my... I thought I saw something fall from the sky and phase through the ground there. What the... Okay. Okay. Welcome to this. What is the name of this one? Ruta? Ruta, yes. Here is Ruta, and here is the reward for beating, Water Blight Ganon 5 times with the extra dialogue of the champion who wants to bone Link the most. By the way, I struggled with this fight, like, when I had to refight it in the, memory before. I figured out a good way. So you know how you can shatter those ice blocks that it throws at you with the Cryonis? If you don't shatter the last one and stasis it, and then use your, like, shittiest spears to knock it the fuck back at it, you can knock it out of the air instantly. Fuck using the arrows to shoot it in the eye to knock it out of the air. Knock back its own ice bricks with stasis and hitting it a bunch. And it works fucking wonders. So, here is the dialogue for doing that 5 times over. Although, like, 3 times, because I did not learn it for the first couple times.
Link, do you recall the time we went off to defeat that monster together? The Lionel of Ploymus Mountain was terrorizing us all. But then you came along. You and I fought as one, and... Does any of that sound familiar? Link, how much do you remember of what took place between us 100 years ago? Do you know why that Zora armor fits you so perfectly? There are many things I hope you will remember, but if you can't recall those memories, I suppose it can't be helped. As for me, I shall never forget. Link, if you happen to, that is to say, if you should find my diary somewhere, don't you dare read it! Oh, I did not mean to raise my voice, but I do hope you will respect my wish. If you ever return to Zora's domain, please tell Father that I am sorry. Tell Sidon to believe in himself. And someday, please tell the princess that I wish I could have told her all of the things I never said. As for you, Link, well, never mind. You are truly exceptional. That thing took my life before I could even fight back. I believe that with the power you've attained, you can defeat Ganon. My prayers are with you as well. Please, dear friend, save the princess.
So do you reckon they fucked? Because beforehand, I hadn't, like, before this dialogue, I hadn't think they fucked. But the way she says, what happened between us, I'm starting to think they fucked. Or at least, like, used hands a bit. Because if it was just her having a crush on Link the whole time, I don't know if she'd describe it as what happens between us. And also, the moment after she describes what happened between us is, by the way, I know your body very well because I can make something to its exact measurements because of how well I know it. They probably fucked. So, you know, it's nice to, like, there was the little hints of, like, the crushes there and everything like that beforehand. Like, it was very, very clear that Mipha liked him a lot. And it was a bit hard to tell whether, like, he had feelings for her back or anything like that, but it was implied that he kind of did. But with that dialogue, they fucked. I mean, we're about to read the diary that she told us not to. Sorry, Mipha. Sorry. But no, they fucked. Don't believe me? Google Link Mipha hentai. Actually, you could probably just do Mipha hentai. I can't imagine there's that many characters that are called Mipha that it needs to be, like, delineated with... No, the Zelda one. Like, that's probably fine. And you could probably find a bunch of proof that they fucked. Okay. We may have different definitions of the term proof here. Fucking damn it. Won't let me spawn it in here. Let me drive over people's faces. Come on, let me drive over their faces. That'd be more fun. Sup? Hi, King. Link! I am truly and eternally grateful to you for saving Zora's domain. Everyone is rejoicing. There is no happier place in the world. But Link, there is something I wish to ask you. You journeyed within Ruta, the divine beast of water. Now you are back, but Mipha has still yet to return. Is it as I feared? Were we too late? I met her spirit. Her spirit? Whoa, alright. So that means Mipha really is dead. Did she say anything to you? So because these are the only people who live long enough to actually know them. Like, personally, instead of just knowing the legends about them. I see. My dear Mipha, I simply cannot believe it. There was nothing I could do to save her. Still, Mipha fulfilled her heroic duty as champion. And she will never be alone. It is my duty as her father to watch over her, even now. Link. She really loved you, you know? Wow, just straight up, just like actual love, yeah. There is no mistaking that even now she is overjoyed to be able to help you. Promise me that you will always remember her. Promise me that. I'll never forget her or we are united now. Whoa, those are two different options. We're united. I took the helmet that was meant to be a sign of us getting married. Thank you for saying so. I truly appreciate it. If you ever run into trouble, know that you are always welcome here. No matter the time, we shall all greet you with open fins. Now then, is there anything else I can help you with? Can you tell me more about her? This is the sad one, jeez. Of course you wish to hear about our dear Mipha. I am sure it would bring her peace of mind to know she's on your mind. Her peace to know she's on your mind. Mipha was always kind from the day she was born. She was equally as kind to her own as she was to complete strangers. When you first took to visiting us, back when you were but a child, she adored you like a brother, but a stepbrother so she could later bone you. As you know, Hylians age so much faster than us. Eventually you grew so much, she began to look up to you. As Mipha's diary plainly states, it was not long before she developed strong feelings for you. A Zora princess falling in love with a Hylian swordsman. It reminds me of a Zora legend of old. Because Ocarina of Time. Nice. That is why I welcomed the idea of you and Mipha becoming husband and wife. Straight up. Like, this is way more confirmation than we ever had before. I mean, it was pretty fucking blatant before, but straight up. It is a shame you two never had the chance to see what might have been. Mipha's diary was found just recently. Its discovery brought me much joy. It is on that table over there. I do not mind if you choose to read it. I am sure Mipha would forgive you anything. Even though she explicitly told me not to. Nah, you can read it, it's fine. Table. Oh, okay. This tiny little table here that was put here for this. Okay. Hi, Mipha's diary. She'll forgive me, right? Alright, let's read her diary. At the request of the Hyrule's king, a group of outsiders came to greet us at the domain. One of them was a Hylian child of only about 4 years of age. His name was Link. He made quite a first impression. He was curious and full of energy, with a ready smile. Are all Hylian children that way? One thing that surely sets him apart is his swordsmanship, which I hear is exceptional. He has even bested adults. Did you say he was like 4 years old? What the fuck? He must be somewhat reckless, however, as he was covered in bruises. Yeah, that sounds like this Link. Wishing to be helpful, I healed his wounds for him. It must have been his first time seeing healing magic, as he looked up at me with big round eyes. It was adorable. Oh. A divine beast was excavated from Zora's domain. This one is called Varuta. The first time I laid eyes on Ruta, I was surprised by how cute it was. It's so big and round with a long, awkward nose. It's an elephant. Actually, I guess elephants aren't a thing at the moment here. According to the Sheikah who found Ruta, divine beasts require someone worthy to control them. It's fun to imagine someone piloting this enormous beast in the distant past. I wonder who will have that honor next. So she might be thinking it's a brother. Link came to visit the domain. It feels like forever since he was here last. He no longer resembles the child I first met. He is now an accomplished knight and keeper of the sword that seals the darkness. I am so proud. However, he hardly speaks anymore, and smiles even more rarely. He is still the kind soul I knew, but something has changed. I asked him if something had happened, if something was wrong. He merely shook his head. But perhaps it is his newly acquired height, but I feel he is ever looking past me, into the distance beyond. Jeez. The Princess of Hyrule paid a special visit to the domain. She asked me if I would agree to pilot a divine beast. She told me she needs my help to face the calamity. My heart knew at once what to do. I agreed without reservation. Calamity Ganon must not be resurrected. If he is, there is no way to ensure the safety of my people, or of anyone. I do not know what will happen. All I know is that if there is anything I can do to help, I must try. I must protect Hyrule. There is also that the divine beasts are meant to assist the chosen hero when he faces Ganon. In that way, I can help Link. Link came to visit me. It had been ages. I told him the Lionel of Polymus Mountain had been terrorizing everyone lately. When I said that, he started walking toward the mountain without a word. Spellbound, I followed him there. When we were almost there, he told me to turn back. He insisted he would be fine on his own. I stubbornly stayed. While I argued, the Lionel attacked us from behind. I was sure we had met our end. How silly of me to doubt. With a sure hand and a fierce gleam in his eye, Link unsheathed his sword that seals the darkness and defeated our foe. His swordsmanship was swift and graceful. I was fascinated by the beauty of his movements. Though I should have been terrified, I couldn't help but feel safe in the presence of my dear friend. Dear friend? His kindness and determination to help those in need. His strength and skill. My heart is drawn to his. I am doomed. The last beautiful move Link performed on the mountain is called a spin attack. Perhaps I'll attempt it with my spear. That's the massive pokey one. Father has finally given his blessing for me to pilot the divine beast. The threat of the calamity can no longer be ignored. Father said the Zora must play their part. He seemed on the brink of tears when he made me promise to return unharmed. He was aware of the possibilities, yeah. My eyes burned with tears as well, so I simply nodded. Sagan could hardly look at me. Muzu left partway through. I feel awful for putting them through this, but I must do what I can to help Link. I could never forgive myself otherwise. Speaking of Link, I have at last finished gathering the materials for the armor. I shall start making it at once. Today was the inauguration ceremony at Hyrule Castle. It was an honor to take part. However, honestly, I do not remember much about it, but only because something unforgettable happened afterward. I experienced something wondrous, a beautiful moment in time I shall treasure forever. I am grateful to the princess for agreeing to my request, and to Daruk for, for bringing me closer to Link. Oh, did I hear something that shocked me enough to almost overshadow that happy moment? Link has been chosen to guard the princess wherever she goes. They shall be spending much time together. So, Zelda knew that Mipha liked Link, because she agreed to help. I finally completed that special armor for Link. I am confident it will fit him perfectly. He is coming to the domain soon. I hope to give him my gift when I see him, but should I really go through with it? According to the old legend, long ago a Zora princess fell in love with a Hylian swordsman. Perhaps there is hope. This will be a rare occasion that Link is not accompanying the princess. We should have some time to ourselves. I have an idea. At sunset I shall ride upon Ruta with Link. Zora princess of the past, please lend me your courage. Aww. Aww. And then they fucked on the divine beast. I fucked your sister. Man. I'm trying to remember because we do have hey Kilton. We do have a memory up on there. Like of talking to me for up there. I don't remember whether she gave the armor or not. Oh no, leave. I was wondering if you had stuff to talk about your sister too, because you know, yeah. I must thank you for journeying all this way. And of course for taming that feisty divine beast Varuta. You somehow overcame the objections of all the old geezers on our council, all to help save our home. You are a treasure of a Hylian, taking time into your journey to come to our rain and monster-ridden home. And here you activated those orbs with shock arrows, freed Ruta, and released my sister from her lingering regrets. Link, I simply cannot thank you enough, especially for following me to the ends. Pushy and unreasonable as I am, you are very much not. Zora's domain would still be in peril if not for you. You are welcome anytime, and we are ever at your service. Have I mentioned how incredible you are, and how thankful I am? Because you are, and I am. Yes, you are the greatest of Hylians, and my most treasured friend for all time. Man, Link's gonna sleep with so many fish. Must forgive me, I am but a rambling fool, wasting my time and my cherished friend and hero of the Zora. I do hope you'd understand that I carry on only so because I am so grateful for all you have done and ever will do. But I digress. Link, might I ask what brings you to our beloved's domain? Dude, it's totally fine. You're awesome enough that you're allowed to waste my time by being super interested in me. I am always happy to do so. I recently remembered something, a fuzzy memory from my early childhood. There was a swordsman that came every so often and spent a considerable amount of time with me for. At the time, I felt like he was stealing my sister away from me, but I know better now. But that swordsman, it was you, Link. I am certain of it. I do hope my bluntness has not offended you. Had things turned out differently, you might have been my sister's husband, my brother-in-law. My apologies. I got carried away and let my imagination run wild. Please forget my childish musings, my friend. I give you permission to bone the ever-loving crap out of my sister. It is not often that you have a Zelda game where they make explicit romantic references to someone who isn't Zelda. Oh, where can I use it? I was able to use it. I was able to drive it up to those stairs. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Fine. I'll walk a bit further. What was I gonna say? Yeah, not often that they have games where there's explicit, like, references to romantic interest for Link that aren't Zelda. I mean, you have Skyward Sword, the most explicit. Okay. While I'm here, let's refuel. Like Skyward Sword is the most explicit romantic things between the two of them ever, because oh good god, that is the wrong button. Like it is so explicit in Skyward Sword, and kind of implied that the two of them boned so much that they were able to like create the race of Hylians because they boned that much. So you've got that, and I know there's Ocarina of Time, where pretty much every single female in the game wants to sleep with Link at some point, even regardless of his age. Ow! Man, I make that mistake a lot. No, you don't want to attack me, it's fine. I'll drive through you, don't make me do it. Fuck you. I love that you can just drive through them on this. Like, it just doesn't even matter. Fuck it. Like in Ocarina of Time, there's the forest girl, possibly... Hey, horsey. What's up? I don't know if you're even a Epona. Are you a Epona or are you Getsup? I think you're Getsup, but I'm not even sure. Like you've got, the forest lady, Saria, that's her name. I'm trying to remember. Like you've got Saria, kind of. more of a childhood friend thing. But then you've got the lady who works at Lon Lon Milk. You've got what's her name? Noboru from Gerudo. You've got Ruto, sorry. You've got Ruto. I'm sure there's more. I don't even know if Zelda may be one of the ones that's not implied by that game, actually. So that might be a thing. Like, I know, like, Ocarina of Time is the most bone-heavy one out of all of them. Wow. Whoa, come on! Come on. Come on. Baby, do the locomotion. Stop me driving at the wall. I'm really good at driving this thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's like... yeah, I can't talk. But in terms of games where people want to bone Link, I think it may have been since Ocarina of Time that it's been someone who hasn't been Zelda. I mean, like, there's still definitely, there's hints of Zelda and Link in this game. It's not explicitly said, like, it's hinted that they're kind of developing feelings for each other, but it's also kind of just like they might just be friends. It's hard to say kind of thing. But I think it definitely leans heavier towards, I spilled a frog, I'm sorry. It is definitely hinted closer towards the side of they do have feelings for each other in this game, like Zelda and Link, compared to not. But it could also just be they might just be friends, and it's kind of, and it's a bit ambiguous. Also, I'm just gonna drive down this side because whee! Yeah. Oh, hey, Nox. So. Goodbye. Whee! Yeah. Yeah. Being able to tank those landings is great. Like, run into a stick and, oh, you'll go flying off. But go falling and crush your ballsack on the seat of the bike, now that's totally fine. That one's totally okay. But the fact that, like, there's Zelda and Link, but there's very much Link and Mipha. And it's kind of implied that Mipha has a thing as well for... sorry, that Link has a thing for Mipha as well. So where are we going to go from here? This is too big of a river to drive across, isn't it? The wetlands. Like, here is too much. Like, I know here's fine, but I think there is too much. So if we go up, if we just go up to the bridge, and then we can just cross Hyrule Fields, and then we can get down to this green spot where we can drive along all of this canyon. I'd say drive up to the Divine Beast, but I don't know how feasible that actually is for this Divine Beast either. The whole thing is that they're on top of things. I had to use the flying trick for this one, so yeah. Yeah, I can't drive across that. Which is upsetting, because it would cut down how much I could go around. By a significant margin, but no. Ah, well. What if I just go to that shrine and just go from there? Even if I have to swim it, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Whee! Yeah, this is a much smarter idea. Oh, hey, it's this shrine. One with all the brambles around. So this is what I mean by my, like, I didn't, like, my memory before seeing that didn't remember there was a shrine like this. But now seeing this, I'm like, yeah, it's the one that's covered in all the brambles and you light it up and then you fly into the air and everything. Like, not a drastically complex puzzle to get to it. But it's a thing, but it's like, it's something that, like, makes this place stand out compared to others. Whoa, okay. Almost like you weren't meant to drive a bike along that or something. Weird. Okay. This way. This way will get us up here. Yeah, I appreciate the whole Mipha Link thing. Like, I appreciate that it's not just Link and Zelda again. Again, there's a bit of that, but it's not as explicit. And they might just be friends, but they might not be. It's hard to say. Now that Mipha's out of the picture, probably it will be. I think the ending cutscene, like post-credits cutscene, kind of implies that there'll be a thing if you get all the memories. And like the way that she looks at him is implied like that, but also like in what's it called? Skyward Sword, it's not just, oh, Link met Zelda on their adventures and then they, like, fell for each other. Then, in this game and in Skyward Sword, Link and Zelda knew each other before the game started. So them having feelings for each other comes from them being friends for a long time, not just meeting over the course of the game and falling in love with each other over the course of the couple minutes they see each other. So, yeah. There's a lot of people in this game that want to bone Link. Honestly, out of everyone, I feel sorry for Pyre. The lady in the Sheikah village, because she so blatantly has feelings for Link, and just like nothing will happen there. I was like, I feel so sorry for her. I'll save you. You ran right into them. Bam! I think I knocked the fucker off the bridge. Hell yeah. Badass. Alright, well, we're gonna come across guardians in this thing, so we've got to be careful. While getting the last memories, the ones that we're driving to, actually, I definitely had a blood moon, so things will definitely be back here. See? Like, right over there. Zip! Like, I can do this while driving past. It's just awkward, because they're on opposite sides of the thing. So for the horses, you can just push forward and it goes, but because you got to accelerate on this, it does make it a bit awkward to just do that as you're going by. But I can do that. I could totally kill a guardian on this by driving along like that. Honestly, I feel like I should do that at least once before we end this, just because killing a guardian on a bike would be fucking cool. And we are in the fields where they all are. If I run across another guardian, I'm totally gonna kill it on this bike. And it will be dope and it will be hype as shit. You know, assuming one runs into me. Make me, you cowards! I know towards this tower there's some, but there might be multiple. There's one! Sup? Get ready for the best bike-based combat you'll ever see. Straight at you. Nah! Bam! I've been crushed by it. Hello. Oh, so the leg's cut off. I've got another leg's cut off. Yeah! Oh god, you didn't stand a chance. That was not even close to fair. Fuck it. Like, I know you can do that on the horses, and it's like much easier on the horse because they can't get away from your they can't get your legs away from you when you pass. But oh my god, on this thing, that is cheating. That is fucking cheating. Wasn't as dramatic as I hoped because I figured it would put up a little bit more of a fight than that, but it was very, very satisfying. Whee! Jumps. God, I love this game. I love this game so much. And one thing that is really impressive about this game, and it's not even from a personal perspective, because I don't really do this kind of stuff, because I don't have the time or patience to experiment with the kind of stuff to find out those things, but even now, we're getting to the point, like, the game's been out for over a year and a half, which is weird in of itself, to say, considering I'm still not finished my LP of it. But I guess my LP did take almost a year to finish just the base story, so, you know, it's that. But with, like, the game's been out for over a year and a half. People are still finding out tricks in it. Like, someone recently found out there's another, like, speedrunning trick that lets you move around the map really fast. I don't know the exact mechanics of, like, how the speedrun tricks or, like, the glitches and, abusing the mechanics-based, the physics-based parts of the game work. But there's something like people are shield jumping onto the goblins' heads and it's sending them just fucking flying across the map. Just from what, like, so fucking fast. So incredibly fast. People doing that. There was that one video that got shared a bunch of persons, like, please stop sharing this, it's so embarrassing. Of when they were, I think it was a guardian they were fighting? It might have been a guardian or it might have been just a basic enemy. But the enemy attacked them and sent them fucking flying. And actually, it was in an area that I was near before. Remember how that valley that I was in? That I was trying to Rivali's Gale out of, and I fell down next to that shrine, falling down there. That's basically what happened to them from an enemy attack. They got attacked by an enemy, got sent flying down this ravine, died on the way down the ravine, like just by falling and rolling so much. Got resurrected by Mipha's grace. Oh god. Okay, I saved it. It's fine. It is fine. Yeah, got resurrected by Mipha's grace on the falling down. Kept falling, kept hitting walls, kept taking damage. Got resurrected by, I think, 2 fairies on the way down. And then at the very end, they land down at the bottom, right next to the shrine. Now, unfortunately, it was a shrine they had already discovered, so it wasn't just like falling down this and just dying in this incredibly over-the-top, absurd way. Let them discover a brand new shrine, because that would have been the coolest thing to happen in this game to anyone. It didn't go that far, unfortunately, but it was still just falling all the way down this cliff, dying multiple times. And it's just like, that was from getting hit once enough to just knock them the fuck away, and it's so good. Like, we're at this point where the game's been out for so long. People are still discovering new tricks, people are still doing new trick things with it. There's still, like, new, just hilarious videos of some of the physics-based things and, like, the things that happen to people while they're doing it. Like, when the game first came out, there were so many videos of people posting on shit like Twitter of just the different things that they had done. Of just, like, oh, we did, like finding this way to kill enemies in this area without, like, having to use things. There was that whole trend of people talking to those, what are the names of they're the enemies from here? The ones who disguise themselves as other people? I see the rocks! Saw the rock that time falling. Or at least I saw a shadow of what I thought was a rock falling. But they show, like, they talk to those ones. I forget their fucking, the enemy names. But they talk to them, and then, like, as they turn into, it's just like, oh, I'm not, like, just a person who needs help. I'm an enemy here to kill you. And as they jump back, they just get fucking annihilated by something, like either the box falling onto their head, or just, like, jumping back into an explosion, or the box coming flying from the side of the screen, or the people doing their own, like, fuck-up versions of it, where it's just, like, the person jumps back and gets ready to fight, and then a box lands on Link's head, things like that. All of that, like, meme videos where it's just like people like recreate things that they've seen like other people do in the game, like in-game, just like doing variations on it, and just all this hilarious shit like that. Fuck yeah, didn't even need to pull out the bomb arrows. Like, all that shit, it's so good. Recently, as of like 1 or 2 weeks ago, people modded Ballad into the game, like to play as Ballad instead of Link. The dress physics are a bit fucked. At the moment, like, I don't think it's available for download. It's just someone showing off an in-progress thing. So the dress physics was still a bit fucked, of just, like, sometimes they'd kick up and everywhere. But, like, all the other animations worked just fine. Some of the animations, I believe, were unique. And, there's voice acting for it. Like, they replaced, Link's voices with various Peach voices over time. And it's just like, oh, it's so good. It's like, even this far on, this game is still providing those moments. And there's still, like, there's still people who are buying this game for the first time. Because, I mean, like, Switch... Really? Not in the desert at all? Man, this thing is weirdly limited sometimes. Not in the desert at all. Really? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not going to run across the desert, so I'm just going to teleport again. Man, it's so weird that it doesn't let you do some of those things. But alright, wait here before we play. But it's just like Switch sales are always going. Like, Switch is still selling. It's not selling as crazy it was at the beginning of last year and through last year, because the Switch's first year is like the most successful year that a console has ever had. That's beating the PS4, which had a crazy successful first year. So it's like it has dropped off from there, and like just the big releases have dropped off. I mean, its first year had this and Mario Odyssey, like 2 games that are going to be like talked about for a fair bit of time in terms of like what they've done and how they do things, and people are still like showing the various ways that like they do their things, and like there's still like people like analyzing them and like showing them off and just being like, this is what they did and how it works and why it succeeds in the ways that it aims to achieve and all stuff like that. And you've got all that, and it's just, oh. I mean, that was the first year of the Switch. The first year of the Switch was this and Odyssey. Which, and I've said this multiple times, but but this and Odyssey are 2 games that are both very good on their own right. But they both also very, not strictly, but they both very much follow, like, the mentality of the Switch. Play it how you want, however you want, and an emphasis on freedom and doing things how you like. And this and, like, Breath of the Wild and Odyssey have them do them in completely opposite ways. Odyssey has a limited moveset that allows you to do a shitload of different things with it, to, like, overcome a very wide variety of obstacles, where in this, it's what you yourself can do is somewhat limited. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to fuck around with things, but the situations you can come in can be so incredibly varied in this game, and it's about how do you want to do this? And doing it that way, which is very much the mentality of the Switch as a console. It's very clearly that Breath of the Wild and Odyssey were built with the Switch in mind, and the mentality of the Switch as a console was translated directly to both of these games. And that's really impressive. Like, Breath of the Wild is the best launch game ever made, and it's part of why it's such a good launch game is because the mentality of the game fits the mentality of the console so well, and it's just like, I mean, I love the Switch. Like, the Switch is my favorite console ever, and it's not even close. And again, it's because it's a console that is just like, how do you want to play it? Every aspect of the design of the Switch is catered around playing it how you want to play it. Multiple people have said this. It's like, the Switch is a perfect present to buy for anyone who plays games because the Switch can fit into any person's lifestyle. Like, buying someone a home console means they need a TV for it. They need a place to set up this large console. They need the space for all the discs that they're going to store because the cases for those are big or that. Or they need, like, hard drive space to download a bunch of stuff onto it. They need a TV to play it on, and it's something they need to sit down and play for preferably longer periods of time because of the, like, more work that it goes into setting it up and everything. Handheld consoles, more of a pick up and go thing, whereas it's like the Switch is everything, and everything about the way it works allows you to do it in, like, you can play a handheld in so many different ways. Put it on the table. Like, sometimes while I'm just watching YouTube, I'll just rest my Switch on the table and play it like that. If I'm lying in bed, I might just hold it there and do that. If I'm wanting, like, a bigger experience where I'm going to sit down for a longer period of time, I'll set it up on the TV and do that. And every aspect of the Switch is designed around that. Just catering to being able to do it how you want to do it. And Breath of the Wild is that in fucking spades, combined with an exploration aspect. I love this game so much, and the Switch is so good for it. And the two are definitely, like, symbiotic in nature. Huh? Are you still worried about the safety of this town? Or have you grown so comfortable here that you can't imagine leaving? To the way her, like, the way she sits changes a little bit when she said that. Whatever the case may be, you're needed elsewhere. You must eventually leave. You know this. That being said, when it's all over, if you were to drop back by here, I think we'd all be pleased to see you. Yes? Do you need something? Tell me about Urbosa. You wish to speak of Lady Urbosa. What an interesting request. Oh, I forgot to do the cutscene things. Okay, we'll find out where the diary is and then I'll go do that. Whoops. After Naboris was tamed, we located Lady Urbosa's diary. Since you're here, I shall tell you something from it. Lady Urbosa had a beloved friend, whom she thought of the world of, the Queen of Hyrule. Such a big heart, our Lady Urbosa was admirable in every aspect of her life. Lady Urbosa's diary is in my room. Since she trusted you, I'm certain she wouldn't mind you reading it. Okay, before I read it, because I totally forgot. Whoops. We gotta go to here. Whoops, I completely forgot about this part. It's fine. I was too busy talking about how much I love the Switch and why the Switch is amazing. Along with Breath of the Wild. I'm just trying to use this final moments that we're playing the game to gush about the various ways that I love this game. The freedom of it, of being able to do it how you want. The being able to discover different gameplay mechanics or different ways to utilize different gameplay mechanics. The finding new shit in just completely unexpected ways. The fact that people can have such vastly different experiences playing this. The fact that just, the everything, really. Alright, well, I'm gonna stand on this rock. This is the final Divine Beast and the final dialogue that we got for defeating one of these things 5 times. This is Thunderblight Ganon. My favorite of the Blights, if it weren't for its arena. Its arena is terrible. It is so bad. That round cylinder with all the stairs everywhere makes sense for a puzzle, like room for the actual dungeon, and works well for that. But God, does it suck as an arena to fight, especially Thunderblight Ganon in. Oh, move up the magnet things to its face. Okay, I'm on the bottom, it's at the top, and the camera literally can't scroll high enough while I'm using magnesis to show me where it is. Oh, I attacked and it's knocked down. Oh, it landed on one of the higher things, so you can't reach it. Or, oh, it landed on the slope, so it's going to be sliding for most of the time that it's knocked out. Or, oh, it throws the electricity balls everywhere and they bounce in very, very, very odd ways. And it's just like, I mean, that part might be intended, but it's still just, But I enjoy dodging the light balls that it has. I enjoy using the magnesis to do that. I enjoy the fact that, like, it's a bot, like, the teleporting up to you and then having the parry. I enjoy being able to break its shield. I enjoy all of that. I just hate its arena so much. Its arena makes it very, very frustrating, even though the boss itself is great. But here is the dialogue for Urbosa for doing that 5 times in a row.
You have given Hyrule so much, yet I have one more request. Should you happen upon my old diary, please show it to the princess. There's a section about a dear friend of mine, her mother. She left this world suddenly, leaving her sweet daughter behind. How the loss must have wounded her. Back again? Your dedication knows no bounds. By the way, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. When you visited Gerudo Town, how exactly did you get in? Could it be that you dressed up in that outfit again? Good thinking. You looked lovely in it 100 years ago. If only the princess could see how well you wear it. You are quite skilled. That much is apparent. I assume you enjoyed your time in Gerudo Town. I wonder who the chief is now. The tragedy of 100 years ago took me from my people. I know it must have been hard on everyone. Yet I know them well. The Gerudo can overcome any obstacle that comes their way. Many burdens rest upon your shoulders. The fate of the princess and of Hyrule. But I have no doubt you will prevail. You are the most courageous foe I have ever known. Once Ganon falls, I intend to share my cherished memories of the princess with her mother. I will tell her not to worry, as her daughter is in good hands. You never fail to amaze. The hero of Hyrule hasn't rusted with age. Still, do not let your guard down. Neither of us wishes to see the princess in tears.
Do you get the feeling that Urbosa's a touch princess obsessed? Just a little. Just a little. I swear, like, 3 of those mention the princess in some capacity or another. I mean, like, even in the flashback with her, like, earlier on, it's shown that, like, her and Zelda were close friends. Like, I like that dynamic of just Mipha and Link were really close, and Zelda was really close with Urbosa. And the other two are kind of, like, you know, also there. Or the other 2 champions are kind of, like, also exist. Now, the question is, did Urbosa and Zelda fuck? And I think the answer to that is no. You know, because Zelda's able to have feelings for Link afterwards, and, well, if you ever got the chance to be with someone like Urbosa, you'd never go for someone like Link after that. Fuck that. And also, hey, with the memories for that, more, like, positivity towards, like, what Link is wearing here, and, like, just talking about just, like, no, he looks really good in it, and, like, he looks lovely, and, like, not shaming him for, like, dressing up as, like, feminine or anything. Like, the game's actually pretty damn good about the way that Link dresses up like this, and, like, Link clearly feels good feeling like a pretty girl, and, like, the people around him don't judge him for it and everything like that. And he's able to use the fact that he looks like a pretty girl to just, like, fuck over this douchebag guy. Oh, it's also great. Okay. Can I sit down while I read this? No, okay. Also, I like your little plushie of, what is it, Patricia? There is, oh my god. Okay, wait, there is multiple diaries here. There's multiple diaries. Shit. Okay. And then there's that there, and chalices, and all these things here. You have so many plushies of sand seals. You've got a sand seal blanket and a pillow. You love sand seals. Okay, which one is which? That's Urbosa's diary. Is this Riju's diary? Chief's diary. Diary of Makili Riju. Did I read this? Bullaria told me that, Buliara, that mother has been passed on and gone to a better place. She said that the mother's death means I am now chief of the Gerudo people. I wish she'd stayed here, though. I don't see how it can be a better place with us apart. Ever since I became the chief, the people in town have been a lot nicer to me. But if I look carefully, I can still see the worry in their eyes. It seems more common that when Mother was chief. Mother, will I ever be a greater chief as you were? I may have read this before, but I'm not even sure. The divine beast Varnaboros, which supposedly had been sleeping in the desert, has suddenly woke up. Mother once told me that Naboros is the deity of protection for the Gerudo people, but it doesn't seem that way. Plan to investigate tomorrow. I have to find out more. Having investigated divine beast Varnaboros, I can say if it came to Gerudo town, we'd be helpless. When I drew close to it using my wonderful sand seal Patricia, I was driven back by a sandstorm and lightning. I turned Patricia toward home, but a monster spooked her, and she fled directly toward Naboros again. The next thing I remember is Buliara standing over me, her face full of worry. Ever since I went to investigate the divine beast, Buliara has made a point of never leaving my side. Even now with such a valuable heirloom stolen by thieves, she refuses to tear herself away from me for even a moment. She takes all the blame for the theft, however. Nothing can change her mind about being responsible. Meanwhile, I can't help but feel that the theft happened because I am not yet ready to be chief. The soldiers search tirelessly, trying to recover the heirloom. No one says a word about my leadership, but they must be thinking about how powerless their chief has proven to be. Thanks to the tireless efforts of my soldiers, we've located the thieves' hideout. They definitely aren't common criminals, though. We haven't been able to get anywhere close to the place. To think that the Thunderhelm is right there, yet we can't take it back. Mother, Lady Urbosa, please give me your guidance. My prayers were answered. One of the champions of old has appeared. Buliara was wary, but he has proven himself by taking our heirloom back from the thieves and calming Naboros. She now seems to trust his abilities. She even seems not to mind that he is a Vo. She's so focused and serious, always by the book. I'm surprised she's okay with him. He has returned to us. It seems he has need of my family heirloom, the Thunderhelm. I just wanted it because I wanted more armor. I want to simply lend it to him without a thought, but it's incredibly valuable to myself and our people. I couldn't just hand it over, so I asked him to help with the minor problems plaguing the town. It's funny. I spent a lot of my time worrying about my people or my ability to lead. Now I look forward to each and every day. I think this hero has helped with that. Maybe one day he and I can compete in a sandsail race. I'd enjoy that. Well, after the game finishes, there's plenty of peacetime. Hi, Urbosa's diary. My dear friend from afar came to visit Gerudo town today. It is always a pleasure to see the Queen of Hyrule. She described her reason for coming as urgent. She wished for me to meet her newborn child. Aww. Her sweet daughter's name is Zelda. She has her mother's smile. I cannot help but cherish her already. Like, I feel like the Gerudo live longer than Hylians. But it's just, Urbosa's chief, and Zelda's just been born. And, like, Urbosa is still clearly in her prime age by the time that, like, Zelda's in her 20s. I told her that Zelda is sure to grow up into a dignified and beautiful queen, just like her mother. Actually, I don't think Zelda's in her 20s. I think it's... Isn't it mentioned somewhere that, like, the start of her trying to awaken her sealing powers, like her 17th birthday or something? I feel like that's mentioned, but I may be imagining things. My friends thanked me, but said that looks are fleeting, and instead she wishes for Zelda to be blessed with true happiness. The way she gazes upon her daughter, her little bird, as she calls her, I have never seen such unconditional love. It has been a long while since we laid my dear friend, the Queen, to rest. I now only have the will to write again. It was so sudden, I still cannot believe she is gone. All of my sweet memories of her keep running through my mind. Even now, I can hardly keep the tears at bay. Young Zelda kept her head held high as she said her final goodbye to her mother at the funeral. She carried herself as a true princess, but I can sense the deep grief she is hiding within. I worry for her. I made a voyage to visit Hyrule. After speaking with the king, I saw Zelda for the first time in a year. In truth, it was my concern for her that brought me there. The king allowed me to keep her company as she went to the spring for her training. There, Zelda prayed and prayed in the spring's icy winters until the sunset. I told her many times to stop, but she wouldn't listen. I eventually had to drag her out of the water. Zelda gazed at me for the longest time with heartbreaking vulnerability. Eventually, in a tiny voice, she told me of the pressure and panic she feels as not being able to fulfill her sacred duty. She whispered over and over, "Why can I not do as the royal daughters of the past have done? What is wrong with me?" All I could do was hold her close and listen. I pray that is enough. Emissaries from Hyrule came to see me today. They informed me that I have been chosen to pilot the divine beast. My people are uneasy about it. They tell me such a dangerous task is not fitting for the chief. I understand their fear. However, I intend to accept this task. Calamity Ganon's resurrection does not only threaten Hyrule, but the whole world. I refuse to sit idly by. Ganon is also closely associated with the Gerudo, an association I deeply resent. I believe Zelda will be here soon to receive my official answer. I'm excited to see her, as always. I attended the inauguration ceremony alongside the other champions whom I share a fate with. Zelda, Rivali, Mipha, and Link are so young. They are Hyrule's future. Daruk and I hope to help them see that future. So they're the only two that have any age to them, really. However, one thing did trouble me. Zelda was uncharacteristically cold toward Link. I can imagine why. I hear Link has been assigned to Zelda's guardian knight. I hope they find a way to get along. I like how Mipha's described as being young too, despite, like, knowing a young Link as well. But I guess it's Zora here, so it fucks with that a bit. Link requested to meet with me today. He tells me Zelda exploited our law that restricts men from entering town to slip away from him. I told him of a trick that would allow him entrance, and he was able to get in. By then, however, Zelda was long gone. I promised to let him know if I saw her, so he reluctantly returned home. In a similar yet distinct way, Link seems to have trouble expressing himself, because he never talks. Perhaps the two can help each other, that is, if she ever gives him the chance. Today I accompanied Zelda as she went to research Naboris. When the sun set, the poor, exhausted girl drifted to sleep. I sent word to Link, who showed up at Naboris faster than I expected. Although it is none of my business, I felt that the least I could do to bridge the gap was to share some things about Zelda. The rest is up to them. I am so happy to say that Zelda smiles much more often lately. It seems she and Link have finally learned to get along. I hope this will have a positive effect on her training. However, I am concerned that we may be running out of time. Whenever I hear of monster attacks or other unusual events plaguing the kingdom, my concern grows. All I can do is pray that Zelda, my little bird, has enough time. I do not pray to the goddesses, but to her mother, my dearest friend. How I miss her. This is probably the most upsetting out of all of them. Because of like because of how much connection she has to all of them and like seeing these things very, very clearly. Like Mavis is sad because what if I don't get to have like plow the shit out of Link? Where Amos is just like they're gonna die and I worry that they're gonna die kind of thing, and it's like yeah. It's a bit more concerning overall. Yeah. It is nice to, like, get more history on the characters of the diaries. Like, the diaries are actually quite a bit. Relative to the rest of the game, I mean. Like, the diaries have a fair bit talking about the history of the characters and giving a little bit more idea of just, like, how they came to fit in their place and everything. The diaries are good. The diaries feel way more substantial than the lines of dialogue I got for defeating the bosses over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, significantly much more substantial. But, oh well. And now, we have been to all of those places on the map. All of the 4 villages we've been back to. But there is one last place to go for this series. Home. So let me just mark this on the map with our final one here. If we can get to that pathway, we can follow this most of the way home. We'll stop by Kakariko Village. We have to drive between the Twin Peaks for that. So let's follow the road there. And let's head to our final destination. I keep feeling like I'm gonna do this for this. this will be it. Our last... Actually, let me refuel while I'm here. This is going to be our last trek across Hyrule. This is our very last drive. As I've mentioned, I am going to miss this. I have enjoyed this game a fuckload. And this is going to be it. Well, I mean, it's going to take a bit there, so let's not start our monologue or anything about how I'm going to miss this game or how much I've enjoyed this LP. One thing I've definitely noticed, and it's happened, like, over time, like, I mean, like, a decent number of people watch this, like, compared to my other series as it came out. But, like, in terms of series that weren't Batman or Kingdom Hearts or Danganronpa related, the things that I've done, like, gigantic series of and have been doing for a very, very significant amount of time of this channel's, like, length. What? Nailed it. Like, out of this, like, because, I mean, Batman, Arkham Asylum and everything started, I mean, I think the first one of those started while Kingdom Hearts 1 was going. Kingdom Hearts 1 was ages ago. Danganronpa wasn't as long ago as the others, but it's by far my most popular series because people really like how I do Danganronpa. They like my commentary over it. So, like, and, like, all three of those have been long series where I've just gone through the entire fucking series. So, when people look onto that, they see that I've done all of it, so more and more people jump onto that. So, like, those series are always going to be the biggest ones for the views, and I'm not surprised by that. But, out of every series that I've done that isn't one of those three, that isn't Kingdom Hearts, Danganronpa, or Batman, as it was going up live, this series has probably been the most popular one that's just been its own thing. I mean, I've done other Zeldas before. In fact, I've done multiple. I did Skyward Sword and Link Between Worlds blind on the channel. They're terrible LPs because they're super fucking old. In fact, Skyward Sword was among the first ones on this channel back when I was using a cassette video camera for my microphone and a DVD recorder for that. Also back when I thought that, like when I had discovered my bisexuality then and everything like that, and hearing about the idea of reclaiming slurs, that I thought that the way that being a bisexual, the way to reclaim gay as an insult was not to use it as a positive, but for me to use it as an insult, which is a weird aspect of the Skyward Sword LP to go back to, of just being like, if I use gay as an insult because I'm gay, then that, like, stops the word from being hurtful, right? It's just like, no, it's just reinforcing it. You use it as a positive. You say, like, you wear shirts that say, sounds gay, I'm in, and stuff like that. And that's a weird part of that thing. But again, literally 18 years old was, when, like, the channel started, was a fuckwit, because, you know, I mean, everyone's a fuckwit, and you just become slightly less of a fuckwit as you age if you work at it. If you don't work at it, then you become more of a fuckwit as you age, because all of the fuckwit lessons that you've learned, you're not undoing. So you have to actively pay attention to not being a fuckwit, to unbecoming a fuckwit. And I like to think that I've done a half okay job at that. Like, I've done, but back to my point, I've done other Zeldas on the channel, but because they're not connected and because like the other ones were so long ago, like with the Arkham games, they had already come out, so I could do them rapidly. Well, the first two I did rapidly, and then not long after the first two finished, Origins came out, and then Arkham Knight was like years down the track because I didn't want to buy it because it was really expensive for the season pass. But I mean, like Kingdom Hearts, I started after most of the games had come out, or like just as the HD remixes were coming out for the consoles, so I could just do all of them, just go from one to the other. Same with Danganronpa, I can just go from one to the other. So, like, because there were way more close between series, they're going to pick up more. So I can understand that, like, the viewers of Skyward Sword or Link Between Worlds don't carry over to other Zeldas. They're even completely different style of Zelda games, so I can understand that. And the literal years between them, because I've done all of them blind on release, like, I can understand that. But even still, for one of my not biggest LPs, Breath of the Wild was one of my better done series. And just being its own independent thing, I was really happy with that. Because it was an LP that I had a lot of joy doing because of the way that I did it. I think the videos are entertaining to watch. I think you're driving so fast with this that sometimes it doesn't have the chance to load in the next area by the time you get to it. Am I going down this path here? No, I am not turning. I was wondering if I'm turning. No, I'm not actually turning. I'm going straight ahead. Stop throwing rocks at me. See, I was really happy with how well the series did. But, back to my point that I started making back in that canyon, and I've been distracted multiple times since then by myself talking. Because I'm weird like that. Yo! Dueling Pinks. Who cares about Pinks? It has been a series that, even though, again, this game's not brand new, and it was like big when it was brand new, and I can understand that. But even since then, it is still a series that, like, I can still consistently see that there are people who are like watching that LP for the first time now, still. Like every couple of weeks I notice, like, I mean, like, you can see the views go up, but I mean, in terms of people who are like dedicated to the series, in terms of like leaving comments, I've noticed like every 1 or 2 weeks at least, there'll be new people who are watching through the Breath of the Wild LP for the first time. As it's like even this far down, people will watch that, and it is 76 parts for the base game. All but 2 of those episodes are over an hour long. I'm pretty sure in terms of footage, it's 102 hours for the base game of an LP. That is fucking huge. That is 1 work week at Rockstar of hours. Like, that is a lot of fucking time. And yet there are still a lot of people who will start watching that and talk about enjoying it and watch it the whole way through. Over time, obviously, because it's hard to watch all that rapidly because, again, it's almost an entire fucking week. But people will still go through and watch the whole series and enjoy it. And people leave comments talking about how they enjoyed how I played it. They enjoyed my reactions to it. They enjoyed, like, the way I talk about the game and, like, analyze the game and everything like that, my typical way of how I often do those things. But specifically for Breath of the Wild, just the way that, like, it's a discovery game, and when I'm exploring and discovering, it is entertaining to watch. And I'm really happy with that, because this game is amazing and I love it, and I'm glad that people enjoyed the LP for what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be an LP. Again, like, I made the decision to make it every episode's an hour long. Partially because I knew it would take forever to do it, but partially because I wanted each episode to just be not rushed, not trying to, like, do a bunch of shit in one thing, but just every episode just being a long session of just exploring at my own pace and doing things and enjoying it. Just, out of all the LPs that I've done, it's probably the one that I've tried to match how I would play it in my own time the most. There are some games that I'm like a little bit like that, where I'm just like trying to play it how I would normally play it if I wasn't recording, like it blind. Like if I wasn't recording it blind, just playing it blind for myself. Try to play it a little bit how I would. Some games I'm very much not like that. Currently, Dark Souls is very much like that. But like in Dark Souls, if it's in the LP, I will leave an area if I'm having so much difficulty with it to come back later, because I don't want to make 3 episodes of trying to do the same thing over and over again and failing in that game. Whereas if I was actually playing it, if I got up to a new area and I saw it, I would keep going with it until I beat it. But for an LP, I'm not going to do that, because it's, hey, sup horse, it is repeating it way the hell too much. Whereas this, I explicitly tried to make sure that I recorded and LP'd this game as close to how I possibly could if I was playing it on my own. And people really enjoyed that. And people, like, really responded to that. It's a series where it's just, like, a bunch of people watched it. But it's a lot of series I've done. It's one of the ones where, like, most of the people watching it, like, really, like, it's probably one of my most well-received as an overall percentage of all the people who watched it kind of thing. Like, people who watched it really enjoyed it and enjoyed the way that I did it. Which makes me very happy, because I did it in the way that I would enjoy it the most, and I felt was the most authentic's the wrong word, because I don't like the term authentic for YouTubers. Like, the whole gimmick, the whole trick of this whole YouTuber Let's Play thing in the first place is trying to trick people into watching it that it's authenticity, and that, like, you watch YouTube because it's real people being real people. I mean, like, I try and do that, but I'm aware that I'm trying to entertain people while I'm doing this, and I'm trying to be entertaining and interesting, and I do change, like, how I talk or how I think or anything like that to try and do that. So authentic is the wrong word, but the closest I could get to an authentic portrayal of how I play this is what I aimed for. And I feel like with how people responded to the series, that people resonated with that and enjoyed it. And I very much enjoyed this LP, and I love this game to death. And it's a shame that, like, this will be the game. Like, this is it here. Like, we're at our house. This is the end. This is where the game ends. I'm just gonna rest until noon to make the lighting a little bit nicer. But like, this is an LP that I have loved doing. It's one of the LPs I've enjoyed the most. Partially because of how the game is, and partially just being able to capture my experiences with this game. I've really enjoyed because of the way the game is. And it's just... I've enjoyed it, and after probably too much time because of how like slow I've been at this game, it's at an end. This is the end of the LP, right inside here. I hope that this has been a satisfactory conclusion to this series, even if it is a bit late. I hope everyone who's watched this LP has enjoyed it as much as I have. So I have really enjoyed this game. You know what? Let us prepare a meal. Let's have one last meal. Also, just so I can max out my health in a big way right before the end. Just so my health can be maxed too. Just doing the end without full health is a bit weird. Yeah. Full recovery and plus 11 hearts. That is over the top. That is so unnecessary. But here it is. Nom 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 nom. Full health. Yeah. Still annoyed that the DLC didn't let you get enough heart containers to max out stamina and health, but whatever. But yes, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this LP as much as I have. I'll let you know how much I enjoy this LP, if I enjoyed it as much as I have at some point in the future when I watch over it. I don't know how I'll let you know that, but yeah, this game is special. This game is incredibly special, and I can't understate that enough, and I don't think anyone can. I mean, like, when this game came out, the response that people had to it, it was very clear. The way that people have talked about it and, like, dissected it and analyzed it since then, it is very clear. This game is something special. I know multiple people who consider this game amongst their favorites of all time, and I'm one of those people. This game is amazing. This game gave me a feeling while playing it that no other game has matched. And even the closest, which is Fallout New Vegas, did it in a very different way. No game has scratched that itch of exploring and discovering and finding things as much as this. Of just giving that raw, just like, I found it, I discovered it. I wasn't expecting what I discovered things in, like, new, fun, interesting ways. I discovered things that, like, done in fun ways on previous things. Like, just completely different situations so often, and just... Like, there's so many moments to this. Like, there's so many moments that I can think back on of just, like, things that I found and discovered and enjoyed. Like, again, the whole Noboris in the mist in the distance, the first Lionel that I came across, and having this incredibly difficult fight come up against it. The first time that I beat a major test of strength to the end of the game, where defeating a major test of strength is just like, let's work out how to break this shit and fucking do that. The, getting a bike and just driving around the world like this has been like kind of a trip down memory lane, but also just fun to just drive around this world, because it's a fun world to go around. The multiple times of just finding shrines. That one time that we looked on the map, saw that puddle of water, and just like, okay, this water's clearly something because it's in the middle of the snow. And rolling the boulder down to break open that one thing, to go down, see this skeleton, and that one fucking shrine that was like beeping for ages that I couldn't find. Or building Tare Town. Tare Town was so good. Tare Town was so fun. I loved that so much. And that was so good. Or just like finding those mazes and just having just like and like the mazes being completely different, and coming across them and just having no idea what the hell I was even looking at it. So just being like, okay, it's clearly a maze. What's going on here? The like finding guardians and just being torn apart and killed by them sometimes, and then like the first time you realize, like, oh hell yeah, the temple where the really big goddess statue is, where you get the Breath of the Wild's like Link tunic, the green one, and walking through that and knocking back all of the lasers back on all of those different things. This is like, and so many more. The Eventide Islands, those 4 Tingle Islands where you gotta jump across from those. That one part where it's just like, okay, there's those rocks over there. It is raining, so you can't use your explosives to fire arrows over. Find rocks to like stasis and knock over to break that thing open to get into that shrine in there. Finding like a raft to ride down a stream to get to a shrine like in that big canyon thing. Going around the outside of the map to finding that one last shrine with the shrine sensor because it was around the edge of the map. It's like, there's so many moments of discovery that I can think back to in this game, and just how fun it was to just be like, try to find something, find it, and just have that. But there's a whole mentality in terms of like buying games, and it's like, what I'm about to talk about is like a side adjacent to that. There's a whole idea like talking about anticipation and how a lot of the times, because the human brain works, and this is like, and gaming marketing definitely works on this. Overall, in a lot of times, it can be shown that the hype or anticipation for something is a better, like, is more enjoyable than the actual receiving part of it. Like, the amount of times that people can, like, that they've, like, tested and experienced, it's like, when people get hyped for, like, a new book or a movie, and especially games, do they enjoy that hype leading up to it more than what they get at the end? And, like, that sentence is similar to the concept of, it's not about the journey, it's the destination. It was about the adventures that you had on the way there and what was at the end. And this is a game where both of those things were amazing. The journey is amazing. Going around the world is fun. The hazards that are in the way constantly make you have to think and make you like question how to go about things. Like, if there was no rain, you could climb everywhere fine, it would be nothing. But if there's rain, it's like, shit, okay, now I need to get creative. If it's thunder, shit, now my weapons are limited in this combat. Freezing cold, burning hot, okay, I need food items. It makes the journey have dips and highs, lows, and everything like that, and obstacles in the way. So it's not just a breeze through. It makes it feel like a journey, because when you get to that location, when you get to where you're after, you know everything that you had to do to get there. And then when you get to that, and the important part is when you get to what you're looking for, so many times in this game, it's something exciting. Or something that's done in a way that you've never seen before. How many open world games can you think of where it's just like, there are so many locations and everything to discover, but so many of them feel like the same thing that you saw before? Like, even Fallout has that, where it's just like, oh, cool, a new underground section to do. Oh, it's another, like, abandoned train network, or another, like, similar layout thing to that, or, like, another looking, like, building that looks like an office building or something. Fallout 3 is way worse at that, but it's, like, so many of those things where it's just, like, the destination of, like, the thing that you found feels so much like all the other things that you found, or ways like that. And this game does not have that. You can see in the distance, it's like, okay, there's a shrine over there. Let's go find it. Oh shit. This is a new entrance to a shrine. That's a new puzzle that I've not encountered yet in this game. Or, oh, there's a shrine sensor going off. Let's look for where it is. And it's like, okay, it's definitely around here somewhere. And then finding it is just like a new type of puzzle. And it's just like a new way of doing it. And it happens so frequently. And it's just like, it's so constantly satisfying. Trying to find things is fun. The finding of those things is fun, and it's always new, and it's always inventive, and it's always designed in such a satisfying way where it's just like, trying to find the next thing is never frustrating. Anytime you get to a high point, you can see something interesting from there. All the time. Getting to a high point means, okay, there, and there. I want to get to those things. As you go to one of those things, you'll almost guaranteed to come across another high point, or from one of those things, see another destination in the distance. That's another thing that you want to go to. And that happens so frequently and so constantly, and it's so clearly, so deliberately designed to be that. You can see talks and slides where they're talking about how a lot of this game is built around triangles and squares in terms of how to find and discover things. Squares force you to go around, triangles make you want to go to the top, and both of those things are very important in terms of how you discover things and how you navigate around the world. There's so many, like, intricate ways that it's like the whole world feels so intricately designed to be fun to explore, and it is incredibly special, and no other game has ever felt like this, I don't think. I've never played any other game where the exploration has been anywhere near as good as this game, and it is incredibly special, and this game holds a special place for me for that alone, because it does it so incredibly well. And even if the Champions Ballad didn't do those same things again, like it didn't, like, none of the DLC captured what made the base game so good, the Champions Ballad was at least a fun opportunity to go around to the world as your last trip down memory lane, as your last, like, the entirety of Champions Ballad is almost a victory lap, which I literally did on my bike at the end of it. So, I think that's probably the best, most concise way that I can describe this game, and why I love it so much. So, I hope that made sense. I hope I got my point across in why the exploration of this game is so fantastic. I mean, it's a thing that so many other people have said, but I think it too. So, as the night sets, and I've gone from literally midday to 10 o'clock in this game, talking about how much I love it, let us do the very, very, very final thing that there is to do in this game. We can go into our house with our fucking chainsaw Anko open on the wall. Hell yeah, that thing is so badass. And let us head upstairs and see the very final thing that we have in this game. This seems like a good spot for the picture you got from Cass. Would you like to display the picture? Yes. The picture of all the champions together. All of us together. I love this game so much. This is version 2, signing out.